Oh, that's so annoying. We lost our timer. How irritating is that? Cuts out just past 36 hours. God damn it. Yes, I'm back. Sorry. Something happened with the stream key where it fucked up. And your messages are actually coming through on time, so it might have actually been my stream. Even though it wasn't giving me any warnings. Maybe it was my stream. I'm a little pissed I lost my streak of how long though. We were probably coming up on 40 hours, if not 40 hours. And now I have to restart.
Examples while they're alive?
Jurassic World.
Is this only on Switch 2? No? Oh, okay. I might actually buy it then. I will never buy another Nintendo console again. No matter how much I love the games.
What I like most about the cold game.
Nintendo's completely lost me as a customer.
The job done. I can just
The background NPC's video explains it perfectly.
even in the coldest of weathers. Every athlete needs cold gear.
Okay.
A hypoallergenic clean recommended by dermatologists. No irritating residues, no dyes.
The background NPC explains perfectly why I will never support Nintendo again. It's all of that, and then the cherry on top is the games not being on the cartridge. Once I heard the games weren't on the cartridge, I'm out.
Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3
Totodile, top 3 Pokemon of all time. Don't at me.
setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into
Did they not get, look at how popular Pal World was and not think, maybe we should switch shit up? And stop making it for, 5-year-olds?
These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here,
This does absolutely nothing for me.
but they might be hostile.
Absolutely nothing.
Sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too.
If this wasn't a Pokemon game and you were just showed this,
On rooftops,
it would be the most boring looking trailer ever.
Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
Look how boring this looks.
When night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament.
I know. This is really bad though. This is
In
I bought Legends of Arceus because the trailer was actually made it look good and new, but this is crazy. The amount of effort they don't put in. This looks like a game that would have been made on the PS3 with the mechanics and shit. This is crazy.
a surprise attack.
I fucking love Pokemon.
Super effective
Pokemon is one of my favorite things in the world. Pokemon Sapphire is in my top 5 games made ever.
Can power up even more.
This looks more boring than a standard formulaic Pokemon.
And work your way up to rank A.
It's crazy that they get away with this shit. It really is.
Are said to have a wish.
Zero ambition, zero creativity. Yeah, but they couldn't even get the game to work properly on the Switch without glitching the fuck out.
Are two sides to Lumio City.
When the game is literally like one of the least fucking
What will you find?
like intensive games to play.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
Like, I don't understand why it was so glitchy. Like, the frame rate was fucked and it was glitching all over the place when I had to return it.
Off gentle, non-sticky, and fragrance-free mosquito protection.
Welcome to Dark Ages, one of the
I just can't believe it. Like, look at how boring this looks. It's insane. Like, if you just erased Pokemon from your mind and someone was showing you game trailers, and this is like this is as exciting as it gets because this isn't a trailer. This is what makes you want to get it because this looks fucking awesome.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting
Just erase Pokemon from the mind.
Pokemon X
And look at this as if it's a random game coming out.
To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town.
I don't either.
Wild zones.
But at least they did something
Special environments where wild
interesting.
can live comfortably, even
I never could get into it. It's just not for me at all.
you can catch Pokemon here.
I'm not a big survival game person. It just was not for me.
Sense trouble, get to safety.
But if you look at a trailer of Pal World,
Outside wild zones.
you're like, okay, this looks like it could be fun.
Some of them can
This
easily be found.
might be the worst trailer I've ever seen for a game ever.
People and
If this was not Pokemon and this was just a trailer for a game, this would be,
when night falls,
this is the shittiest trailer I've ever seen. I think it is.
highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
I didn't even really care about that, but
In Battle Zone.
at least they fucking, like, did something, tried to do something cool.
If you're spotted,
Not my style of game, but a lot of people loved it,
strike
and it was fun. For when I played a bit, it was fun. It just wasn't my type of game.
effective move at the right moment is key.
But this might be the worst trailer I've ever seen.
And with Mega
I'm
Evolution,
in disbelief that this is like,
power up,
this is really what this looks like right now.
you'll start
This game looks 15 to 20 years old. This is crazy.
trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
I don't even know who that is. Look at this. Look at this. What looks fun and exciting about this? Or even quality. Just quality-wise. Look at this shit. This is infuriating, man.
Day and night.
This looks like garbage.
Lumio City. It seems
It's insane.
secrets waiting to be uncovered.
This makes me angry how bad this looks.
Your adventure.
How many decades of fucking Pokemon? You have the best possible IP ever. You have the greatest thing at your fucking fingertips. You could make amazing shit. and you're the worst company that for making games on the face of the earth. What was it? And I know it was for kids. It's always been for kids. But some stuff made for kids is fucking great. This is absolutely horrible. This is the most low quality. This looks like a YouTube kids channel animation that is made by one guy that he slops out every fucking day for billions of views with zero content in it. That's what this reminds me of. A YouTube kids slop channel. This looks horrendous. This is unacceptable. You fucking have Pokemon. You have an age range between months old to fucking 70 years old. You have the entire demographic. Oh, really? That's fucking nuts. But that's what pisses me off the most is you have the IP. The number one IP in the world. You have the greatest asset that you can possibly have, and you are an absolutely trash game company that could not evolve past the fucking original Game Boy. It's so fucking sad. Why doesn't Nintendo do it in-house? Nintendo makes Metroid. They're making the new Metroid, the Zelda games, all these fucking games that are exclusive. So why don't they give those people the fucking reins for Pokemon? Do something. The guys that make Donkey Kong, Mario, get them on a fucking Pokemon game. What is this shit? What is this absolute dog shit? Everything about it looks horrific.
Even more.
It's so poorly done.
And work your way
The
up.
people look like shit. The fucking Pokemon look like shit.
Who reach the top.
Everything looks like shit. The animations look like shit. What? Dude, Pokemon Hello Pikachu and Hello Eevee, I loved those games. Those games were great. Those remakes of Yellow and shit, I think they did a great job with that, with the addicting catching shinies, chance to catch shinies, the fucking like they did a great job remaking that original game. That was fucking awesome. I love Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I fucking love those games. This is dog shit. This is the worst, might be the worst looking Pokemon I've ever seen from trailers. I have never seen a Pokemon game look this fucking bad. And they got me to buy Arceus, okay? I bought literally both the last Pokemon games. And the trailers got me hyped. This looks fucked. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is insane. This is insane that they think this looks even slightly okay. It is insane. Oh my god. It actually makes me angry. Because obviously I've been obsessed with Pokemon my entire life. To this day, I'll spend $1,000 on Pokemon cards with no issues at all. Oh my god, it's fucking bananas, man. But, and they don't even have to make good fucking games. They don't have to, because because they don't just have the games. They have the anime, they have the cards, they have the toys, they have everything else that the game is just people who love everything else will go to play that no matter what. It'll be the best selling game on the console. It'll be fucking all this, and this is the worst I've ever seen. This is the most pathetic. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm this worked up. I'm so worked up right now. I fucking love Pokemon, man. I love Pokemon. This is the worst trailer I might have ever seen. Find me a trailer that looks worse than this in the last 5 years from a actual full budget big company. In the last 10 years that looks this unappealing. Nothing is going on. What the fuck? They're showing you doing nothing. Nothing is happening. Everything's so bland. There's nothing interesting. There's barely detail in the sky or the buildings. The food looks like shit. Everything looks like shit.
The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon.
What is it? There's only one type of car just randomly littered through the city. Zero work on background shit.
A company named Quasar.
This is horrific.
Urban redevelopment plan.
All the buildings. Like, what are those fucking buildings? What is all this shit? That water. Everything. Oh my god. I'm angry, man.
Scattered all over town.
And what is supposed to pull you in to play? What the fuck is this?
Special environments where wild.
Even the Pokemon look shittier than older Pokemon games.
You can
Pokemon Stadium Pokemon look better than this.
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
There's no excuse for them to have that few people. If a few people is the problem, you are the richest, one of the most successful for decades and decades. If you don't have enough people, fucking hire more people. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
When night falls.
This is fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Trainers are invited to.
This is the worst Pokemon trailer. What is going on? Please tell me what is going on. What is supposed to pull you into this game? Look at this. Look at what's happening on the screen. Nothing.
Trainers await in battle.
Nothing is happening. This is the most boring footage I've ever seen. Everything looks like shit, and there's literally nothing happening.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise.
This is immaculate. This is the most exciting thing I've ever seen.
Super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up.
That's the Mega Evolution, the same size as everything else.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A. Trainers who reach the
Like, why are you showing two people talking to each other with text? You're showing two people face to face with their mouths moving with text coming up on the screen in your gameplay trailer.
day and
This is insane.
two sides.
This is insane.
It seems there are even
This is the worst.
to be uncovered.
Oh my god.
You find on your adventure.
You wouldn't sell 10 copies if this wasn't Pokemon. And this was some unknown game that just a random trailer came out on Steam. And this is what it looked like. Oh my god.
Two adventures with G2A.com.
I'm actually angry. Well, I'll never buy a Pokemon game again. That is the worst. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. It might be the worst trailer I've ever seen. Oh wait, did you guys see Blood of Dawnwalker gameplay? Dude, I still have Pokemon games. I replay them all the time. I just bought Pokemon Diamond to play for the first time. I love the Pokemon games too. It's not even just the games. I have Pokemon Arceus loaded up, downloaded, ready to go. Granted, the game fucking sucks, so I've played it, haven't played it longer than a couple hours, because why would I play that when I can play literally any other game that's fucking great? I'm so disappointed with Blood of Dawnwalker. It looks like the most generic game ever. It looks like a lower quality fucking Witcher clone. The gameplay looks just so disappointing. I don't know what it is, especially after seeing like Crimson Desert and like Medieval. Yeah, yeah. But dude, look at this Blood of Dawnwalker gameplay. Deep dive into the gameplay. Where was it? Deep dive overview. Look at how bland and just formulaic this looks.
And save your family, you'll have to storm the castle alone or with help of friendly NPCs. We could.
This looks so generic.
If we wanted, but it would be super challenging.
No more drink for you, my friend. Go home.
What left me?
Like there's something about the vibe of it that disappoints me. I thought it was gonna have this cool like noir, like
Is really close.
dark edge look to everything, but they went like
A couple of inns.
super realistic, generic, open world Witcher Light style thing with mark on the map, walk to the map, walk to the mark, get that.
This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night.
Just the style, I think it is, that's really disappointing. I was expecting something like out of this world. Like completely different and original. And this just, to me, just screams generic.
On some poor guy's doors.
When the trailers have been nothing but super creative, super dark, super fucking hype. I don't get excited for open world medieval games that much.
Implementing in the game.
That's what I mean. Look at the ground graphics and shit. The mud and shit. It all looks bad.
All signal changes in the game's world.
Like it doesn't look like a terrible game, but the reason why I'm angry is that it's Blood of Dawnwalker. I don't want Blood of Dawnwalker to look like this generic. I know, but like just everything is so, I've seen it before. You know what I mean? Like a Blood of Dawnwalker looked so different and unique. I wanted it to be like nothing I've seen before. Like the trailers almost set too high of a bar. So when I see it looking like your everyday medieval RPG, it just rubs me the wrong way for some reason. This is the first interesting thing I've seen in this church.
Again,
that church looks, there's a little color, there's a little life to it.
Simply walk inside.
But then on the inside it's boring. I don't want to do open world fetch quests and a bunch of boring side quests. I honestly, if I'm being honest, I kind of wanted it to be a little like not as open world fetch questy. You know what I mean? I kind of wanted it to be this like insane like 30-hour fucking tight-knit story with like the most creative, breathtaking shit you've seen that someone pulled out of their brain and was able to transfer it to this. But this looks so basic to me.
Joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine.
I don't know why. I'm just super disappointed with the vibe of it. That's what it is. It's the vibe of it. The vibe of the trailers was immaculate. I think it put my hopes too high. And now I feel like I'm getting Witcher Light. Does that make sense? Or am I crazy? Like, I'm just super underwhelmed.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
Like, all these mechanics, everything looks so basic.
Perhaps my memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
What do you guys think?
Thank you.
By the way the game looks. What are your first impressions of it?
So you deem your conscience clear?
After seeing the trailers. Well, first let me ask, like, Perth, have you seen the trailers? Were you like, oh shit, this game's gonna be next level? Based on the trailers, like thinking it was gonna be like super gritty, super dark, super cool, super different. Like, have you seen all the trailers and shit? Because I know me and Wolf have seen all the trailers. I've watched them with him on the thing. He told me to watch them. And I don't usually get into these medieval games too much. Unless there's something like a little like off about it, where it's not like your average medieval game. What about you, Wolf? What are you getting from the vibe of it so far?
Busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent.
But that's what I mean. But with the trailers, I wanted something more. The trailers were so mind-blowing that I was not expecting like a standard generic medieval type thing. I was expecting everything to be like,
I hope we can speak again soon.
Like, even if it was based in... Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? I played both 14 and 16. I liked both of them. Yeah, 14's awesome. 16's awesome too. I don't get what you're saying. I'm saying based on these trailers, I disliked 15 a lot. I'm saying based on these trailers, I could name like 30 different games that give me the exact same vibe as this game. Based on the trailers, it should have been something fresh. And it just... You got Kingdom Come, you got fucking The Witcher, you got fucking Skyrim-ish. Skyrim's more creative than this look, but you've got basically every medieval simulator game ever made that looks like this. I think if they're smart and they pay attention to Clair Obscur, 17 could be insane. But I don't think they will. But and for me, 16 is so high up for me because of its story, its voice acting, and its music. I love unrelenting emotional stories where they're not afraid to fucking go dark as fuck. Like the opening, you murder your fucking brother. And just the voice acting when he's screaming after he fucking kills his brother. Like, to me, that grabs every ounce of my attention. And then Ultima, and like your brother trapping him in his chest, and your brother, like, there's just so much about that game that was so dark, but like, and so unrelentingly dark. That's what I liked about it. There wasn't dark aspects. It was like the whole thing was like fucking fucked up. Every, like, Beatrice, when you fight her and you steal her powers and she's fucking destroyed and she basically kills herself, wants to kill herself because she's nothing without those powers. And then Titan, fucking, you send her chopped up body in a box to him. Right? And then he fucking goes on a rampage and just starts slaughtering hundreds of people and destroying the whole fucking place. And just like the people felt so fucking real and the situations were so fucking dark. You watch your father's head get chopped off right in front of you. Like, to me, that unrelenting, you don't know what's next darkness, where like basically everyone's dying. $10, $16, $15, $13. Yeah, MMOs don't count. I like Lord of the Rings. I don't like the Lord of the Rings movies, but I like the world of Lord of the Rings without the cheesy actors like Samwise Gamgee, Mr. Frodo. Like all I've done is read all of the Dark Tower books, but I know they're not. The Dark Tower's not as good as Lord of the Rings, just strictly based on story. Even though it is fucking amazing, I just don't think it's on the same level as Lord of the Rings. If I just take away all the cringe in the movies and I look at just the story and like how that would be in a book, I could see it blowing the Dark Tower out of the water. I fucking love the Dark Tower. I do. But I just don't think it would be as good as, like, because the Lord of the Rings, the thing is, with the Lord of the Rings, it's hard to look at it objectively because it's so ingrained. Everyone on planet Earth knows what Lord of the Rings is, and you have since you were a child. Right? So let's say, like with the Dark Tower, when you read the Dark Tower series, that's something brand new to you that you know nothing about, right? If you could have that experience with Lord of the Rings, I think the Lord of the Rings experience would blow that out of the water. Like the Dark Tower series is awesome, and I was so excited reading all the books and fucking having a great time, and like so much cool shit happened and so trippy with the time stuff and just like all that. But like, I just feel like if you had never heard of Lord of the Rings and it was just like, oh, this author's great, let me try this series, and you just tried the Lord of the Rings as a series, I think you would be screaming from the rooftops about it. That's my opinion. You're an idiot. And see, that's what I also think hurts. I think the same thing that hurts The Lord of the Rings is the same thing that hurts Final Fantasy 16. If that game was not a Final Fantasy, and some developer like the Claire Obscure developer came out and dropped that game, people would be fucking losing their mind. If that came from some unknown developer just out of nowhere, people would be like, this is a fucking timeless masterpiece. I guarantee it. But because it's Final Fantasy, it comes with all this preloaded stuff that just it's not turn-based, it's not this, it's fucking just like, it's picked apart instantly. Whereas if it just came out of nowhere from a random developer with a different name, it would be like hailed as one of the greatest. I guarantee it. No, what we need is fucking... You know what? I'm gonna order it right now, actually. Fuck this. I'm ordering it right now. And you guys are both gonna watch me play the whole game when I get it. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're not gonna have a choice. Alright. Got that. I don't want Survivor. No, like, you guys are all gonna have to watch. You guys are both gonna have to watch the full game playthrough. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Dude, the Xenosaga games aren't that expensive. $30? $40? $50? Oh my god, Xenosaga 3 is $400? Yeah. It just wasn't hitting right for me. It was fun, but it wasn't grasping me properly. Does Xenosaga live up to like Xenogears? That King Kong GameCube game is the greatest movie adaptation to a game ever made. And I love Lord of the Rings Return of the King game. I'd say that's second. It's more than a weird game, dude. It was ahead of its time. It's got mechanics that have no business being in a game like that. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can get it in the case. That's the thing. I just won $400 on UFC tonight, so I can actually afford to get it. Should I get Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster? I was gonna buy it, but Xenosaga 3 is $340. I'll just emulate it at that point. I could give two shits about the movie. Did you ever play the game? I don't like King Kong at all. Literally, King Kong does nothing for me. I watched the movie once when I was a kid, do not give a shit. The GameCube game, I don't know who the fuck they hired to do it. It is twisted as fuck. It's scary, dude. It's fucking scary on that island, man. The mechanics are amazing. Okay, let's see. Oh no, you gotta watch me play it. I'm gonna order it right now. Physical. Xbox 360. This is disc only. I wonder if Xbox 360 and OG Xbox play the same. Let me... Diddy Kong? Dude, Diddy Kong Racing was the shit. 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 Only the Xbox 360 one's backwards compatible. So I have no choice. I have to buy the disc only. Ah, fuck it. I'll do it. Disc only it is. Alright, let's see. I have such a long list of games that I want to buy. I do want to get Fantasy Life. It's going to be rare soon, too. Estimated ship date, June 25th. So it's back ordered. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, Ninja Gaiden 2 is out of stock. Fuck. That's the only reason I have an Xbox, is backwards compatibility. It's the best thing ever. I'll always have an Xbox for that. El Shaddai, I'm not getting that. I have the fucking $100 PS3 version. Final Fantasy 10. Oh. Okay, Unicorn Overlord. Let's see what's on sale here. Wait, Threads of Fate? Is the one on PS5 a remake of this? Oh, really? Oh, it's that type of game? Fuck, I thought it was JRPG-ish with some like farming type stuff added on. Yeah. They need to... I miss teams being creative. Like, look at what happened when Far Cry 3 came out, dude. That changed gaming forever. And you know what they make now? Assassin's Creed fucking 10. Far Cry 8. It's like, what the fuck? Change the game again. Try to, at least. Swing and miss. It's better than swinging at the same slow pitch every time and fucking getting out on first base and your game's all failing because you're fucking not trying anything new. Dude, Brotherhood, I played the shit out of Brotherhood. The multiplayer in it, I was so addicted to that. Until Dawn, not on sale. I need either something on sale or something that's rare. I'm going to pay full price. Like, if I could find Ease 9, Monstrum Nox, that would be fucking great. Billions of mana. Geofield Chronicles only 29. Although that is the game. I've never regretted pre-ordering a game more than I did Geofield Chronicle. It was right in my prime of being addicted to strategy games and RTS games. I thought this was going to be the most perfect game ever made. The dopest fucking moves, the graphics, the dragons coming down on the map. And then I just played it and I was like, this is so boring. High Omori, $50, man. How much is it on eBay? I'm pretty sure it's way more than $50 on eBay. Let me see. Oh no, you're right. Good shit, dude. Good call. Good call. All right, I guess we're getting it on eBay. Big moves, dude. Big moves. Appreciate you. What is this though? Ah, it's the European one. And why has he got the classics disc with the not classics case? Come on, I want the OG. I hate the Xbox classics. I'll pay extra for the fucking OG shit. Yeah, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want. Fuck it. I gotta stop being picky. The other game's like $20 for the classics. Oh shit, the shipping is fucking $40 though. Yeah, let's see the buy it now price in Canada. What is this? Okay, what if I click my credit card? $64! Oh my god! Okay, what about this? This looks disgusting, first of all. Okay, what's the shipping like though? $56. Fuck that. I'm just gonna buy something that costs $60 that's in good condition with no shipping. Instead of these trash fucking... Wait, what is this? Is this French on the back? It is. Fuck that. I hate French people more than anything. I will not buy something French. Buy it now. Okay, it looks like I was looking at what might be the cheapest one. Xbox 360 ships from the United Kingdom. Why is everything from the United Kingdom? $60 free shipping. I think this is it. Make an offer. $50. All right, let's see what he says. What are some other good old games? Fire Emblem 5 Special. What was the name of it? That's me too, except for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, just because I'm obsessed with Vikings. Yeah, he had it put up for 75 and he's already dropped it down to 60. $10, buddy. Even if he doesn't accept it, if he offers back 55, I'll pay that. He's already dropped it, fucking $20 at that point. Thracia 776. Actually, let's check out my wish list, my watch list on eBay. I wonder what I got going on this. My eBay watch list. Wait, is this stuff I hearted? No, it's not. Is it? Oh yeah, Jurassic Park the game. This is the one that's made by the Don't Nod. The Life is Strange people, but it's Jurassic Park and you're like hiding from raptors and shit. Oh shoot. What is this? Ended. Sold. Fucker. You have it on Mega System. Okay, this might be my list with all the Pokemon cards. What are some dope games I could look for on here? Let's hope we get King Kong though. That would be fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm deleting it off here. I'm not buying it from this place. A disc for $45? Fuck that. This is pretty good though. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster for $30. And then Bomb Rush Cyberpunk for $20. Thracia 776. One sec. I'll put it on right now. I have this sheet on the back of this chair, and it looks like someone's sitting like this out of the corner of my eye. It looks like they're sitting like this, and no matter what I do, even when I look right at it, until I fully have it in my vision, it looks like that. It's creeping me out. Looks like someone in a hoodie sitting like this. I see it right now. I see a full person sitting in a hoodie right beside me. Maybe it's because this is my third night in a row of being up.
By reputation alone. Unforgiving, uncompromising, and unsympathetic to its players. These are the words in which this game was repeatedly described to me by a majority of my audience. Yet, this wasn't all there was. As I have been getting
cool.
Especially after the last video, among the warnings, many viewers...
The Fire Emblems I've played... I've played Three Houses. That's my favorite Fire Emblem. I played Awakening.
Genealogy of the Holy War. By the time,
and then I played the two-part one.
That I knew was that Thracia 7.
What's the two-part one? I want to say it's like starts with a G.
It's a symbol of how great games used to be before accessibility was the number one concern.
It's a two-part one about like light. It's where they have the forest people who sung. Yes, we did. What's the game? I think you told me to play it.
A certain cause for
the other Fire Emblem. Didn't you get me to play it? Remember, it was the one where they have the girl who sings in the forest, and her brother's they're trying to hide. Their forest was burnt down by the other people, and they're the last ones left who can sing to save the forest or something.
776, a masterpiece, or
Radiant Dawn and Dawn. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
In this video, I am going to be exploring this game from top to bottom in an effort to find out which side is right.
Yeah, I played those too.
Its turbulent development history, giving a story synopsis for new or returning players, and then
my first Fire Emblem ever was Awakening though.
Story and the
when I was a kid on Game Boy, I played it.
Welcome to Fire Emblem 5.
It was my first ever tactical, like, combat game too.
If you have been watching this series,
Three Emblem is the goated though.
Of these games has been relatively stable. Shozo Kaga, a young designer at Intelligent Systems, was critical in helping to launch his company's...
I tried playing Turok again, it don't hit the same.
Director and lead designer of it ever since.
It just don't hit the same, man.
Two other titans emerged and have...
When I was growing up, the amount of Turok I played, oh my god, dude. I played so much fucking Turok.
Would no longer be working together.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was so young. I had no idea it was actually a game. I thought you just walked around and like found secrets and shit. I'm like, oh my god. I spent fucking days on end playing Turok, just doing fuck all.
Age 54, after having worked there for 30 years. He left both his position and role as the producer of the Fire Emblem series to his successor.
And then I went back and played it.
Tragically, Gunpei Yokoi would die in a...
That's the one. That's the one that I was playing.
Bringing in early...
I'd constantly be drowning. I'd have the hatchet. I would just constantly be dying. But I didn't care. I would still play it. And then I found the secret. I don't know if it was a secret, but you'd go like, and it was like this futuristic place you'd end up in with like a bunch of like
style he had always
like
been imagining for his characters. The sequel to
paintings everywhere or something. I don't remember exactly.
1998. And this new game was actually meant to be very small in scope and also to be completed quickly. The setting was once again Yggdrasil, the very same continent as the previous game, with the events seen within taking place in the middle of the previous story.
Turok was my shit. Me and my brothers would play the fucking...
The 1 year of Prince Leaf's
oh my god.
led his own rebellion in the Thracian Peninsula.
Me and my brothers would play the 4-player Turok, fucking fighting each other.
The story Kaga was
We used to play that for hours.
Against the constraints which the team
and then I went back. I was probably 6 or 7 years ago now. I went back to play Turok again, and honestly, it really sucked. It did not hold up at all.
As much as crafting,
as much as I hate to say it.
I really get the sense that after realizing that he had trapped himself into too small a framework for what he usually liked to do.
Say the real names. I don't know them by numbers.
Crafting a tale which would be more personal, more intense, and hopefully more evocative than before. This is something that also happened to the gameplay on hand, and frankly, it's a little bit staggering to see how much was added into the already well-traveled formula of...
What console is it for?
The fifth Fire Emblem game would eventually see release on September 1st, 1999 for the
okay, so this is the one.
Followed shortly by Shozo Kaga himself leaving Intelligent Systems and Nintendo. This was after he had served as lead on the Fire Emblem franchise.
They're already on Steam. It's already on Steam.
This exit was Mayumi Hirota, who joined him in creating their own game studio, Tirnanog. Kaga went on to make 2 games under Tirnanog, which resembled the Fire Emblem series so close as to bring legal action by Nintendo constantly throughout the years. As a brief aside, I just wanted to say that I am not going to be covering the Tearing Saga games in this retrospective series, but they are definitely something that I want to get into the future once this series is completed. Jumping back to Thracia, it received a
$30
release compared to all the prior
not bad
franchise. First released for
$40
Flash cartridge system, players who wanted the game
it's not that expensive.
A special kind of kiosk where they would install it onto a cartridge to then take home. The benefit to this
that's Romancing Saga.
And needing to rewrite
this one $60
could be bought at a cheaper price using this method. As incredibly niche as this sounds, it was
$60 with the box. That's so cheap.
776 quickly became the best-selling Super Famicom game that September. There's kind of a side note to this here, but eventually in December 1999, a standard cartridge was announced and released on January 21st, 2000. And together, the 2 versions became top sellers for the Super Famicom those years. However, there is a...
Mom, pop out. Does anyone know how to manually pop out the screen so that I can scroll while I watch the video?
To mention it. 1999 and
because it just happens randomly sometimes and then I like it, but then it doesn't happen out of nowhere. Like I can't make it happen.
The Super Famicom was well beyond dead at that time. Only a few years after its release, Thracia's sales totaled between 100 and 150,000 copies, making it the worst-selling Fire Emblem game. To this day, its physical cartridge version
yeah, $700 for fucking sealed King Kong.
you can expect it to be extremely expensive. Not only is this game hard for Japanese players to even get a hold of, for Western players who primarily played these early entries through translated ROMs, even that wasn't truly available until only a few months ago at the time of this video's release. This fantastic translation I used, named Project Exile, makes this game not only playable without bugs, but also as understandable and well written as the Project Naga translation I praised in my genealogy retrospective. For those who haven't played this game and are curious, or for those who have and need a refresher, I'm next going to be giving a full story synopsis.
I've clicked every one. I don't know what it is.
If you'd like to go ahead and skip to the announcement.
I thought mini player, but then when I switch, it doesn't follow.
Avoid all spoilers, both from the synopsis and my analysis. You can click to the second time code to enjoy the rest of this video spoiler free. I'll give you all a moment to decide if you want to skip forward.
Oh, I think I found it. Wait, what? Wait, never mind. I don't know.
Fancy Feast Savory Puree Naturals.
You'll link what? I can't believe how disappointing Pokemon Z to A looks. It looks so fucking bad. It's the worst. It's the most unappealing Pokemon game I've ever seen. eBay link? Okay. Where, in Discord?
Turn your best idea
I want anything other than what they're doing. Dude, this chair keeps scaring the shit out of me. Hey, you sent me the stupid video. Yes, that would be sick. Soul Silver is my favorite Pokemon game of all time. Well, the OG Silver. My favorite starters of any game. Totodile is my... actually, it's so hard to pick between Squirtle and Totodile. Are you gonna link this shit or what, buddy? Let's go. Yo, perf, you fucking inbred retard. Let's go. Link the shit. Man, I'm gonna lose it. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, well, I give up. It's not worth it. Whatever you're trying to show me. It just ain't worth it. Ooh, best Digimon game ever. Imagine this Digimon game is actually good. And it starts taking over Pokemon.
So it's been a hot second since we talked about Digimon Story Time Stranger. On June 4th, there was a State of Play which I did react to live, which finally revealed the release date of October 3rd, 2025. And then about 5 hours after that stream, I went to the airport.
that's not what I wanted to do.
Because I got invited to Summer Game Fest and Play Days by Summer.
There we go.
Namco supported my travel, but now the embargo is up. As of time of uploading this video, I can reveal that not only did I go to Summer Game Fest and see Jeff Keighley and Hideo Kojima in person, I also got to play Digimon Story Time Stream.
Yeah, guess what? You're also probably 200 pounds overweight, you look gay, and you're fucking a loser.
Companions, my name is Kyle.
Doesn't matter how much of a beard you grow.
To the hardest secret to keep that I've ever had. So yes, a little bit.
Dude, Digimon World was so fucking good.
Got to watch Summer Game.
Yeah, but if
in person, it was incredible.
It's too late. You missed it.
Some cringe. And then I attended the Play Days event, where I got to actually have hands-on with Digimon Story Time Stranger. Now, if you want all that information, that is going to kind of be the second half or 2/3 of this video. And I want to very quickly go over the information that you guys got at the State of Play, and we got kind of outside of that on the website.
Come on, reply to me, buddy.
Was great. Lots of more information debuting. Some really cool like animations. I'm not sure how they're going to factor into the actual game. I don't know if that's the intro or what. Aegeomon hanging out in the real world in a kind of disguise which resembles Mamio's costume from Digimon World 1 or Analog Youth if you're nasty. We see some other characters which I'll go over in a little bit. A bunch of Digital World stuff. The battle system.
See, like this looks 10 times more appealing than that Pokemon game.
Some newly confirmed rideable Digimon.
This looks 10 times better.
Monzaemon, Peckmon, Repamon, and Mechanorimon. The Digifarm, a card game system of some variety. Coronamon and Lunamon confirmed, many more environments.
Like, this looks so much more interesting.
Faction seems to want to get their hands on or cause some destruction too, and we're trying to stop. Maybe that's Aegyomon's egg, I don't know. A really cool possessed Titamon, or if not possessed, at least kind of like fueled by dark energy. More Jupitamon Wrath Mode and Aegiomon flying towards Inori, with confirmation that yes, Digimon Story Time Stranger
hot girls
2025. Now we do have more besides this. Very quickly, I predicted that Dobamon and Shoujo,
you know what? I'm gonna play this day one.
Indeed, get that, as did Minervamon and Titamon. Then after this release date,
I think I'm gonna play this day one.
Some pre-order bonuses and indeed special editions. So if you pre-order Digimon Story Time Stranger in any way, all versions, you will get the uniform of certain school, I don't know what that means, plus Agumon Black, Gabumon Black, and an adventure item set. However, if you also pre-order
a full 3D JRPG Digimon,
you also get the Cyber Sleuth set, including an Inori costume which looks like Yuki, Aiba costumes for the protagonists Dan and Kanan.
This looks a million times more interesting than the new Pokemon game.
And I know some people do have some issues with this, and I do not disagree. However, we'll see how this manifests. There will be 3 DLC packs, a season pass for this game, meaning waves of 5 additional Digimon times 3.
Who would play a Digimon DLC?
Plus additional actual story episodes and the Golden Moai farm.
Once I beat that game, I'm not coming back for Digimon DLC.
15 of them, I believe.
That's stupid as fuck.
Digimon per wave, each with their own set of evolution, so it could be like Rookie, Champion, Ultimate, Mega, 5 of those, we don't know. I really want to know whether this—
Dude, I used to be obsessed with the Digimon show. I love that shit so much. I watched it more than Pokemon. It was my favorite show as a kid.
Also the Ultimate Edition.
I watched it more than Yu-Gi-Oh, more than Pokemon, more than everything. Digimon was my show.
Costume for Kanan, a tie costume for Dan.
None of them even came close.
That's supposed to be one of the girls from Tri, maybe, for Inori, and a Patamon Kigurumi for Aegiomon. Amazing. Plus a public safety suit and special supplies set costume for the characters. A Cyber Sleuth.
What's Suffixtamon?
The Ultimate Edition bonus of early unlock for a special Agumon and Gabumon. So what this is saying is that Agumon Bond of Bravery or Courage and Gabumon Bond of Friendship—
I don't know what suffixed means.
Regardless, but this Ultimate Edition bonus will get you access to them much easier and much earlier. So a lot of this is just cosmetics.
Oh, really? I was Digimon, then Yu-Gi-Oh,
15 additional Digimon, and 3 additional episodes.
Digimon by far was my shit. Then Yu-Gi-Oh.
Xbox Series X.
I really didn't fuck with Pokemon that much. Even cards. I had Pokemon cards, but Yu-Gi-Oh cards were my shit.
Grace Novamon,
I had so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, we haven't seen it in game.
That was the only thing I did. I was obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Most excitingly, you can get your hands on 15 centimeters of...
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes, it includes a Jupitermon Wrath Mode figure.
Yo, that's kind of sick.
Plus, in addition to that, you get all of the digital Ultimate content too. The Bond evolutions, the Cyber Sleuth and Adventure...
Comes out in October.
Season Pass content, and the Public Safety Suits and Cyber Sleuth background music pack. Pretty intense collector's edition. I don't think we've seen anything of this caliber for Digimon, certainly not in a while for Digimon video games. And
come on, reply to my offer, bitch.
Touchy subject. I mean, I'm gonna get it on. I am a Digimon fan. I can drag my heels and complain about it, but it's the industry at this point, sadly. And I want those extra Digimon and I want those extra episodes. But if the collector's edition is a little bit rich for your blood, there is also the Ultimate Retail Edition, which only features the age.
Yeah, the figure's dope.
Bonuses, obviously the physical game.
I was never into Digimon cards though. I wasn't even, I literally, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I was obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Obsessed.
That Agumon and Gabumon are going to be in the game, as well as Black War Greymon.
Like absolutely obsessed.
Because the pre-order bonus is Black Agumon and Black Gabumon, we figured that their megas were going to be in the game, but it's cool to see. Then we got some pretty interesting character updates. All of these are in the trailer, but of course I want to talk about their individual character profiles because it's easier that way. And the first is Kodai Kuremi, the public safety chief who investigates anomalous affairs. Kosuke Misono and he are old acquaintances, and Kosuke Misono, of course, is Inori's father. We got a character reveal last time I talked about.
You didn't know Yu-Gi-Oh cards existed?
Familiar, isn't it? Like Kyoko Kuremi from Cyber Sleuth. Are they?
Dude, where I'm from, Pokemon cards were nothing compared to Yu-Gi-Oh. Everyone played Yu-Gi-Oh. Dude, I even had the fucking the wing that strapped to your shoulder, and then you click the button and it flew out, and then you would play your Yu-Gi-Oh cards on it.
We then got Shoto Kuroi, another member of the Public Safety Investigation.
That was my favorite gift I got when I was a kid.
I know they're just guys in suits, but I'm getting such Turks from...
Oh, really?
On these guys. Then we got the reveal of the scientist, Monica...
For me, it was like Pokemon, but not as kiddie.
But no, she is a genius.
I felt like I was like... like
Digimon is curious about
like Pokemon... Like, Digimon was much more of a, like, actual anime than Pokemon was. Pokemon was more of a kid's show, and Digimon is like a legit anime.
In this
game. Like a legit anime.
And finally, of the new characters from the public safety team, we have got
like with actually some like more mature stuff.
Kuroi and Simmons. And again, that whole Turks thing I was talking about, she's giving me huge Cisne vibes. Finally, some other confirms that we kind of saw already, or at least could intimate. Bacchusmon, the chief of the
Bacchusmon.
Who loved to drink and
yeah, imagine with Pokemon, it was Pikamon, Charamon.
Sirenmon makes a ton of sense.
It's weird that they all are Mon.
Video, but really should have because it is quite tied to the Limpos 12. The singer of the...
Where I was from, I would rip kids off in Yu-Gi-Oh trades, and then I'd be at home looking at all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then their parents would knock on my door with their kids crying, and my mom would force me to trade them back.
Which yes naturally means we also got a post on Lunamon.
And did you guys have Mighty Beans?
With Coronamon. It's always worried about Coronamon, who is constantly doing reckless things. And I guess I don't have to bury the lead on this one. I did indeed see Coronamon and Lunamon in game. More on that soon. And finally, we did get a look at her in the trailer, but her role has been revealed, and I think it's very interesting. Junomon, the Divine Oracle, the guardian of the gate that connects the human world and the digital...
Oh, dude, Mighty Beans were my...
Junomon is going to be responsible for...
And then there was those toys. They were like bendy toys. One was like a red devil that was bendy.
While I was finishing up making this Digimon games,
what were those?
Profile for Shellmon, the compassionate resident of the sea. It lives in the village of the Abyss.
They were collectible. I gotta find it.
Of being a traitor. Not great English there, but that's okay. Because this is the Digimon from the Abyss area, the area that we've probably seen the most of aside from Central Town, I imagine the marketing is now going to shift from Central Town into focusing on Digimon in the Abyss area, including probably Neptunemon, so keep an eye on that. Hello, future can't hear. The day this video goes out, and yeah, I was right. We now
I need to find it.
Divamon, who was referenced in Shellmon's post the other day, the Injured Titan, a member of the Titan who caused trouble in the Abyss area.
Posers, was that it?
Injured. Interesting. Another Titan. Will Divamon be a boss? I guess we'll see. A couple other things I do want to touch on is that we have had the
I don't know if this was them.
Website, but in other places too. And it's not super...
No, it wasn't them. I think it had something to do with skateboarding.
Pro and regular PS5, the resolution is going to go 3840 by 2160, 4K, no HDR, and 30 FPS. It's going to take about 19 gigabytes with 1 autosave and 15 optional saves, whereas on Xbox Series platforms, the X is going to have that same resolution as the 5 Pro and 5, 3840 by 2160, but the Series S is only going to be able to do 2560 by 1440, with yes, the 4K being on Xbox Series X, but 2K on Series S. Again, no HDR.
This was it. This was it.
The Xbox version, though, takes 20.
But there was a full collection of them.
Which is interesting, but the same autosave.
Yeah, there was more like this.
Really where the game is going to shine the best, though.
Oh, I don't even know if they were bendy, actually. I remember some kid stole mine, scratched my name out on the bottom, and then wrote his. I was so pissed.
60 FPS capable. Now look, 60 FPS is not the be all and end all for an RPG. However, having just played Pokemon,
my next Final Fantasy is gonna be Final Fantasy 9 or 12.
Feel more smooth, totally not.
I'm just waiting for it to go on sale.
First run of this game may be on Steam, though I really want that
I haven't decided which one, but I will play 13 as well.
The collector's edition and the Steam version. I don't know. It's also much bigger on Steam at approximately 27 gigabytes, but again with 1 autosave and 15 optional saves. There are pictures of the various revolutions on the Japanese website, although the way they're cropped, I mean, it's not super.
Oh, I'm dying to get this fucking offer. Come on, man. Should I just press buy it now? No, I want to save that $10 or $5. What's wrong with the combat? What is it? For me, from Final Fantasy that I've played, 15 has the worst combat I've ever played in any game. I hate that combat with a passion. Same with the 7 remake and rebirth. Fuck, that combat sucks. Is it the same type of combat as 15 and 7 remake and rebirth? Oh, really? I like Tails combat. Okay, Amazon. I need the fucking brands PlayStation. Can we go games? Is there anything that says games? Brands. Okay, no. Play consoles, games. There we go. Okay, I don't. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, yeah, I like Tales of, so I would be fine with that. I'm actually a pretty big fan of it. Honestly, this new game I'm playing right now, Raidu, has very similar to Tales combat. It's fucking fantastic. Wait, what did I just try to add? Oh yeah, Digimon story. I gotta add that when I see it. Okay. I still can't believe I used to literally refuse to play a game if it had turn-based. I immediately thought it was dog shit for losers if it had turn-based combat. And now I'm like, if it doesn't have turn-based, it's just not as good. I like action combat, but it's just not as fun as turn-based. Turn-based combat is the best. Should I get Mind's Eye physical? Ultimate edition. I don't want the ultimate edition. Give me the normal fucking edition. Do they have the normal edition? Ultimate Edition. What about the normal edition? Yeah, I'm gonna play that Digimon game day one. If you guys are down to fucking chill, and you want to see a Digimon game. I used to have Tamagotchis, but they were Digimon too. It was fucking sick. All right, let's put a good, interesting video on while I just look through. Oh no, new iDubbbz raw.
Ready for the next game? Visit G2A.com and browse thousands of.
Let's see what's up to now.
Discover brand new titles, timeless classics, and everything in between. Start your new adventure here.
Isn't this crazy? Expedition 33 is so hard to get physical. They're selling it for 115 when it's originally 65 in Canada.
Oh my god. What the hell?
I need to drown that out with some more mango.
Oh my god. What was that?
Oh, iDubbbz. And Anissa the Greasy. You guys have been feeding the commentary community good. But at some point, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm starting to feel a little bad making these videos. I mean, I'm not close to 32 years old, but maybe that so-called empathy is catching up to me. Maybe it's finally hitting me.
I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability empathy. And I'm very ashamed to admit that. It sounds really pathetic to say at the age of 32, I've acquired empathy.
It literally feels like I'm just making fun of a disabled fucking kid. Can you believe that the last time we talked about iDubbbz was a week ago? Over a week ago. And ever since then, I really haven't been uploading. I've just been chilling, enjoying vacation. And you saw the title of this video. You guys want to know the reason why I said that? Well, there's two reasons. The first one is this one right here.
Is there any new games you guys have seen that's cool that are, it just came out or whatever that you want me to play?
Tomorrow for
that look good.
Salute emoji. Yeah, guys.
I won $400. I can buy some games right now.
And I've been exposed by the trainers. I promise you guys I am not coping, and I promise you guys I am not hurt by this at all. And just look at that smile. I mean, there is no pain.
You're joking. Digimon Story
actually
Time Stranger is $99.99 new.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
For the standard edition.
Goes triple.
Does it say standard? Yes, it does.
Not that one. Excited to announce that I will.
Fuck you, Nintendo.
Streaming once we are back from our vacation. Fuck yes. Do you guys know the amount of content we're about to get?
I'm just saying it. Like any that you've been interested in.
Thank God.
That are kind of off the beaten path that I could order right now if they're on sale.
And iDubbbz Jamha. It's gonna be epic. I dare to say hilarious. And potentially even based.
Because I'm in a mood, okay? I'm in a fucking mood.
Imagine the amount of content we're gonna get if she's streaming.
Ian keeps me on a leash, okay? And I'm okay with that because I need to be on a leash. I need to be on a leash, a tight leash.
You know what? Ease 10's Nordic for $55. That's pretty fucking solid.
So we're at the party.
Thank you. I might be able to buy my mansion and my Porsche this year. God bless America. God bless capitalism. And all hell.
Yeah, no. I'm kind of looking for a newer game. That seems kind of cool.
She's just clipping everything.
Right now, I've got Raidao, which is fucking great so far.
Ever seen in my entire fucking life for doing podcasts. This is during the time that the LA riots were going on, and iDubbbz decided to talk about this.
One of my friends got tear gassed a couple days ago. So, yep.
Dude, I kind of wish I was there.
Yeah.
Shut up, iDubbbz.
Sweet to throw the tear gas back at him.
You would not do shit, you fucking weak loser.
That's a good tactic. Yeah, I do like that.
iDubbbz, you can do that. What the fuck are you on about? Why is he acting like
Yeah. Last couple years.
Africa or Korea, and he can't do shit about it. No.
Or last like 5, like from this console generation.
back at the ops, right? It's a virtual signaling for me. I gotta keep it real. Yeah, guys, you know, if I was there, I would pull up with me, Hassan.
A PS5 game.
The doors will...
Shadow Anomalies.
Yeah, and we will be killing all the cops. Yeah. And then Frogan will get on a helicopter and fucking 9/11 that shit. But we can't. I mean, you could try it. I'm sure that's gonna end up really well for you guys. And I guarantee you Anissa will not show. It's like, if you guys cared, you guys would go to the protest. But no, you decided to take a nice...
Ooh, Blades of Fire.
Now you guys want to...
This game's getting such mixed reviews, but it looks like my style of game.
Are ODing on fentanyl as they're making this podcast, especially I would tear gas them. I would like return them. Motherfucker, you were there. You could do something about
Mado Anomalies? Okay.
your comfy couch, but I guess you guys had to...
Mado Anomalies. Alright, I'll look it up.
It's ridiculous. I hate this fucking pretentious ass virtual signaling. I will do something. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything, but I mean, if you have nothing good to say, just shut the fuck up and don't talk about it. Like, this is just fantasy. This is fantasy. Oh yeah, I would just return the tear gas if I was there. If you cared about the cause, you would actually do something about it. Not be a fucking...
What's Ludo?
Activist. Say what you want about Hassan, but at least he went to that location to fight and protest for what he believes in. I think
What the fuck is this? It looks like a Japanese type.
I never thought I would say that, and just saying that makes me want to kill.
Let me look this up. Let's see if I just found a random fucking gem, okay? Yeah, I played both of them. Indie horror. Oh, is this a pre-order? No, that's from 2 orders. Wait, let me see. Ah, it's a pre-order, you fuck. Okay, let's see what it's about anyway. Sword and Fairy, I tried to play. It was free on PlayStation Plus, and I started trying to get into it, but I was kind of underwhelmed with it.
What you see?
But I do want to buy it again to like play it at some point, but I have no real like want.
Starts to feel wrong.
What is this voiceover for a horror game? This feels like the Stanley Parable.
Like a trick.
It's like a PT style game. Kind of looks interesting. Oh shit, June 22nd. Wait, June, February, March, April, May, June, July 22nd. That is some weird ass look. Ooh, it's a PlayStation exclusive too, made by PlayStation Company. That might be good. That could mean one of two things. It's really gonna be really cool, or okay, let's see the demo trailer. Okay, I'm kind of interested in this since it's a PlayStation made game too. Because that's always a good sign. This looks so much like the second trailer for Silent Hills. You remember that trailer? This looks so much like it, but like more lighthearted. Ish. Yeah, I played Tales of Arise. This actually looks really good, but too scary for me. Yes. That might be the best horror trailer of all time. Let's watch that. Let's watch that. I personally think this is the best horror game trailer of all time. I think, yeah, this is it.
コンセプトムービーと書いてありました。初公開です。これ初公開。公開する
When the ball turns into the head with cockroaches and shit. I think this is the best, most creative horror, scariest horror trailer of all time. I would not be able to play this game. See, I'm not one of the people that was mad that it didn't come out. Because I knew as soon as I saw this trailer, I would not be able to handle this. My breaking point is Silent Hill 7 and Alien Isolation. Or not Silent Hill 7, sorry. Resident Evil 7 and Alien Isolation. Those are two games that are past my ability. Like, that is an insane trailer. To build up hype for a horror game, it doesn't get much better than that. Okay, Ludo's going on the list. I'm gonna buy this day one. Another day one buy.
Myself, but he walked the walk that one time. Unlike iDubbbz, who's like, yeah, you know, I would go, but I'm not gonna. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Can you be scared of asking for extra ketchup at Burger King? Yes. In my head, I would return the tear gas. Oh no, iDubbbz, no. Everything about this clip is so sad. Sitting in the dark on the floor, side by side with his abuser as she corrects his fantasies about saving his fellow comrades from tear gas. This man has been emasculated through and through. Yeah, 1000% agree with that. Maybe he could disperse the cops with his body odor and bad breath. iDubbbz can't even brush his teeth. Tell me this doesn't look straight out of like fucking Breaking Bad. Like I could see Jesse.
Oh man. In my childhood house, I still remember vividly the nightmares that I would have. Oh my god, the unfinished basement we had. Holy shit, man. That place scared the shit out of me. I remember I had this fucking reoccurring dream. It was like someone would like laugh like the Green Goblin. So what would happen is I would be lying in my bedroom floor, just stuck in the middle, and I couldn't move, and then I would hear the front door of the house open and then just slam shut, and I could open my eyes and I could see my bedroom door. So I was, every time I had the choice, I was allowed to watch it happen, or I could close my eyes and it would just come in and do it. So every time I'd be lying stuck, starfished on my floor, and then I'd hear the door open shut, run up the stairs really fast, stop before my doorway, laugh like a weird Green Goblin laugh, then run back down the stairs, and then run up, torture me like that for like half an hour, it felt like, and then this like massive shadow ape would run in the room, grab me by one of my limbs, and throw me. And you know when you fall in a dream, like your whole body goes completely numb? That would happen every fucking time. And then I had this other one. Ugh. God. Man, when you're younger, nightmares are fucking insane, man. They are insane. They're just next level. For me, it's the like the movement, not being able to move and knowing what's coming. Oh my god. But the greatest feeling in the world is lucid dreaming. Dude, the remake's coming out soon. Just wait for that. I literally, my fear when I was like 13 and 14 was I'd never be able to live by myself. Because I couldn't spend one night without screaming for my parents until I was 15. And then it finally started going away. I was so scared when I was a kid all the time. Like I was way too old to be screaming for my parents every night. I literally think it only stopped when I was 15. In high school, I was doing it. Perth. Is there anything you're wanting right now? What's the game that you're wanting to buy? Did you already buy it? Oh, are you buying it on PlayStation or Steam? Wolf? Are you using my gift card money? So you get it for free? Or did you already use the gift card money? Whatever. I figured I'd give you a little bit of a shopping spree. My jobless homie. Give him a little bit of a shopping spree. I would do more, but the Canadian to American cost is so fucking bad. Like if I gave you $30, it would cost me $50 here. Just me getting you a $20 gift card was over $30 for me. Perth, you still here, buddy? That's what sucks about being Canadian. I always love because I like paying people back because I know this sounds like a loser thing to say, but I feel like I actually like become friends with people who are in my Twitch chat. Like I think it's impossible not to. Because you spend so much time together, you're basically hanging out gaming and talking shit all day. So I always like to gift people shit. Because usually my people I talk to on Twitch and chat, they don't really have a lot of money, or like some worse than others, but so I like to try do what I can, but it feels like I can't do much because the Canadian dollar is so weak and everyone's always from America. Like for me to give you $60, it would cost me $100 in my money. That's the equation rate. It's like $60 or $65 equals 100 here. It's ridiculous. Nintendo's, like, you know how Nintendo is doing $80 games for the Switch 2? I went to the store and I looked at the Switch 2 game. Eh? What do you mean? No, I'm talking about the conversion rate. So like I feel like I feel like a loser only gifting $20. But that $20 on my end is like $35. It's just annoying because my money's worth so much less than your guys.
iDubbbz' side, and I could see fucking Badger right next to Elisa. Elisa? Who the fuck is Elisa? Anissa. Dude,
yeah, well.
Probably top 10 saddest pictures of all time. I pray to the Lord above that I'm never that down bad. And if I am, I would just end it all.
Yeah. If I log into your PlayStation account, it'll do the same transfer.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Call him up. Get Gabe on the horn.
I can call Ian. I don't think he's blocked me yet.
Oh, you're saying get Gabe on the phone?
Yeah.
You think Ian would answer if I called?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do?
Did I give you my PlayStation account to make like your on your PlayStation?
I think you would.
No, I don't want to talk to him off air. I don't care about it. I literally calling to humiliate him.
I guess I don't really have any games that you would want to play, do I?
He had a chance to take something back, and he doubled down on the CPS coming to my house to take my children and break my family up. He said it was justified. He understood it. This man will never get a fucking flake of sympathy from me. And I am so sorry that you're living.
I have like over 700 games on my account too.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame Ethan. If a friend of mine justified CPS being called, I think I would just fucking dox him. I don't give a fuck at that point.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, here's this info.
I just usually just let someone whoever's like who doesn't have a lot of games to play.
For CPS to be called and justified.
Well, for 2 years, it was my girlfriend that was my ex-girlfriend, because she didn't have money for games, so I would just buy the games on my account and then we both play them. But now it's just sitting there waiting for someone who wants some games.
I need to drown that out with some more mango.
Oh my god. What was that?
How bad?
My Xbox account's always tied up with Ewu, the kid that I bought
Let's analyze this, right?
a new Xbox One for and shipped it to him in America.
Her arm, he kind of goes back. Oh my
god. That's my favorite thing I've done with streaming.
He's called CPS on iDubbbz. We might have an autistic.
Is get a Mormon kid who wasn't allowed anything of his own to be able to ship him a brand new Xbox console.
Joking around.
That was so cool.
I mean, I don't really blame Anissa, because, like, if I got close to someone like this and their breath fucking stink that bad, I would actually punch them. And if it was, like, every single day, then, yeah, I think Anissa's the real victim here. So, I guess the rumors are true. He doesn't brush his teeth and his breath fucking something that his coach...
I have a bad feeling my breath stinks, too. I brush my teeth, but I'm always scared.
asked me for my support on reacting to this video, and I'm always down to react to anybody who shoots me a DM. I don't mind at all. But apparently they had an issue with Twitch. I don't know any of the context of this situation, but hopefully we can kind of understand what's going on and see what was the debacle between this streamer and Twitch. I heard this was quite serious, but let's get into it here.
Hey guys, little update today. I figured that it's been 5 months since I posted this video, and I really thought that you guys deserved an update on the situation.
I haven't seen this.
I've gotten a lot of questions recently. Some people still wondering if the situation has been resolved. Most of my community does know.
I'm assuming if it comes to an issue with Twitch, if it was resolved, I'm gonna go ahead and guess probably not.
The people who join my Twitch stream.
God, I have the cutest cats ever.
The people who are part of my Discord community. But I wanted to make sure I did a video here as well.
I love that cat with all my heart.
I want to tell you what happened.
I'm weak in the knees for you.
At the beginning of this year.
But I'll stain it if all he wants me to.
Unsolicited advice. I think your background is great, but let's get rid of the Funko Pops. Because
yes,
background is exuding a lot of aura. But the
Funko Pops give your Millennium Karen aura.
Throw them in the bin. We're all Funko Pops.
Funko Pops are trash.
Recording this video at the beginning.
That's such a red flag.
At the beginning of this year, Twitch completely locked me out of my account. If you want the full details,
Get some real action figures.
Flexi, go check out that video. This is an update on the situation, but basically I was locked out. I was hacked. There was fraud done on my account, and Twitch was doing nothing at all to help out the creator, to listen to me and say that I was actually hacked and I didn't do anything.
Oh, when this stream turns off, that's why they hate my marathon streams. Because usually every night they get an hour of me play fighting with them and giving them treats.
Which means they took my 7-day ban, extended it to
What bleach statue?
reduced it back down to 7, and thought they did something.
Oh yeah, right behind them? Yeah, but it's overwhelmed with Funko Pops.
I want to remind you,
They need to go bye-bye.
it takes you about 72 hours to get into a moderation call with...
That bleach one is cool though.
Takes you about 10 seconds to get in contact with Kick Moderation. Yep. Good news is YouTube doesn't have any problems, so you never have issues. It's very easy.
That someone did.
Unless it comes down to copyright, which is a...
Any collection is ruined by having Funko Pops in it.
Over a month to get my account back because I was
The
talking.
only place Funko Pops can be acceptable are inside your PC to match.
So it was a very stressful time. Finally,
Because it doesn't matter if they melt.
streaming again. And grant you, this was right after I did my Naruto Pain Arc event over on Twitch in December. Then, right before my payout happened for the month of December, I was locked out of my account. So my last payout on Twitch was in the middle of November. So many people showed up and supported all through December. And then right before I was able to receive that income and support from all of you, lost my account, no communication. Twitch kept telling me that everyone was on holiday and to basically fuck off.
Yep.
And then I struggled all through January to try and get in contact with someone.
Yeah, so we're on break. We're on weekend, so...
2 Funkos. That's all it takes. And there's more than 2 Funkos. There's 2 above that, too. Out of the box.
And solve it. Finally got my account back.
I'm pretty sure Twitch staff are on...
There's a bleach Funko right above it, out of the box.
to stream again.
And then one to its right.
Very happy to be back and to hang out with
4
everyone
Punkos.
because I love
Or Funkos.
you. It's so much fun, but at the same time, I was terrified that it could happen again at any minute because I didn't know who did that to me in my account, how that happened. Twitch was giving me no information. They just randomly opened my account back up. So I began streaming again because you guys are so amazing as a community. You continue to support me.
Oh, trying to fucking downplay what Funko Pops are. They're poison to a setup.
I don't like this. I like keeping it positive. I deal with this stuff kind of in the back, behind the scenes. This is something I don't like my community knowing about, but it was actually affecting my community and it was making me incredibly angry. What was happening is that when I got my account back, I was not receiving payouts. It was saying I was not qualified. So then I was like, well, then where the fuck is all of that money going? All of the support that all of you were showing me, all of the subs, everything. Where is that money going? Because I wasn't receiving it. I continued to reach out every single week, this entire fucking year. Every single week, I had to open up ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket. Hey, I'm not receiving my funds. You are literally taking money from my community and your content creators. what can I do to fix this? Is it because of my new address? Is there a setting that I need to change? Because after I got my account back from being...
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
This is now not receiving any funds since...
As the lamest fucking hello fellow kids type shit ever.
And I kept streaming.
That's like millennials trying to fit in.
Give up. Why do this if they're stealing? Twitch was stealing from me, stealing from you. All of these incredible people that show up to my streams and support me. We have fun together. We watch anime together. I do unboxings as well, and we just...
Yeah, this reminds me when they turned off all revenue on my channel, but then we're still blasting y'all with 6 to 7 minutes of ads every hour, collecting 100% of revenue. Or how they take 50% of creators' revenue from subs. It's fucking ridiculous.
Just hang out and have a good time.
See, that's real degenerate shit.
In April, where someone would gift subs inside
Hentai manga.
See that money? It's probably going straight to Twitch because they're stealing. They're taking. Like I was...
Oh, they were taking her money to go on vacation. Oh, okay, it makes perfect sense.
Trying to figure this out behind the scenes. I ended up talking about it in my Discord to the main group of people who usually show up. I told my mods about it. I told a lot of people about it. I mean, this whole event made me go on to X, onto Twitter, make an account to try and reach out to Twitch personally and to fix all of this. I had content creators also reach out and reshare things on X. Shout out to Nick who helped me do that. By the way, if you guys don't follow me on X,
they really don't have a lot of pre-orders available on Amazon. I would love to like get pre-orders fucking ready on the wish list so I know when they come out.
In case anything happens again so that we can rally. But it was incredibly stressful. And I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on. They told me to try the on...
Yeah, I'll be real. The amount more that corporations and companies listen to me now that I'm more clouded on Twitter is fucking night and day. It's outrageous. They care about Twitter so fucking much. It's insane. Besides Japanese and Chinese companies, they don't fucking care. They already love me because I'm the gotcha guy. I'm the fuck guy. I'm the American that makes them lots of money. But American companies, man, they really love Twitter clout.
Onboarding process again. I did that. And then they said, oh, because you did the onboarding...
Oh, I'm struggling here.
Changed your payment type towards the end of the month. You have to wait a whole nother month now to see if it works. So then I was like, well, what the fuck? Now I had to wait like a whole nother month, streaming, receiving gifts from all of you, not knowing if I was going to get any of it. It kind of sucked the joy out of my experience streaming. I felt horrible. They would close my ticket. I'd immediately reopen a new ticket the same day, explaining all over again. I had so many photos that I sent them to. I even began to say, look, if you don't fix this, I'm going to have to seek legal actions. I'm going to leave the platform. You are stealing. You are stealing from my community. And they would say,
I don't know how they're justifying not paying someone for 7 fucking months.
That's crazy.
Never heard
7 months of not getting paid.
Couldn't release certain
that is scum, man.
Activity within that month. So then I was like, well, can you look at the details, take out the fraudulent activity, whatever the hell happened, and allow me to receive everything else that happened that month, all of the other funds? What gives you the right to just take everything? Apparently, they actually do reserve the right to withhold payouts if there's fraudulent activity. So if you're a creator and if you have an issue, if you're pushed out of your account, banned, if there's fraudulent activity, if someone hacks you, Twitch has the right to keep the money you earned from all of the hours that you spent streaming on their platform. It makes me sick to talk about, and that's why I think it's taken me this long to make this video, because it's disgusting. And I feel like
what's that?
There's no good options out there for
Scotfold.
for us to just hang out and have a good time. There's pros and cons almost everywhere with every platform, but Twitch is more and more becoming something that I don't want to be a part of. And I don't feel supported, and it's scary because I feel like any day it can happen again, and they're not going to care. So I began to seek legal actions because I was done. It's not the fact that I wasn't getting paid, I just want you to know that, because Twitch is not the main source of my income, but it is a good chunk of it. That's not what made me mad. What made me fucking furious was the fact that they were taking advantage of my community's kindness. They were stealing from my community that I have built, I've fostered. We have such a fun time together. I feel like you guys trust me to a certain extent with certain things. I hang out in my Discord all the time. I love chatting in Twitch and live streams with all of you.
Yeah, I would have just sued them for the money. Yeah, like the community thinks like, that's great. But like if somebody's taking my fucking money, yeah, I'm just gonna assume like, why wouldn't I? You know, but this is also
Imagine not getting paid for 7 months of work and just watching all those subs and fucking donos roll in
On behalf of my community and the fact
and
that
not getting any part of it.
and that people who were trying to support
That's crazy. They better have saved up 7 months of pay and paid her all at once.
of seeking
They better fucking have done that.
in contact with someone. You won't believe, and this timing is so weird. I don't know what happened, but April 28th, I received out of fucking nowhere a lump sum payout of apparently everything that they had owed me since
Good shit.
that I was about to seek legal actions. I was like, I'm done. I'm so done fucking around with this. I guess I have to do this. I guess this is how they're gonna maybe pay attention. Nope, the same exact day, I got a lump
Oh,
sum
I'm fighting here, boy. I'm fighting.
since April 28th when that happened. And I opened up my stats, I looked at the calendar, and I made sure that they paid me in full for every single month. And it was exactly what they owed me since December. So weird timing. And I said, okay, I'm gonna wait and see what happens and see if my account is now normal and
Come on, baby. I can wake up.
so he can pay attention and do his job again.
I'll begin to receive monthly payouts. I received another payout in May. I should receive another
Also, I've split fiction now too, eh? We can play it co-op together. That would be sick.
more comfortable with the fact that, okay, my account seems to be back to normal, but that doesn't take the bitter taste out of my mouth of this entire experience, man. And I even disabled ads.
It's free to invite someone for co-op.
Any more money from me and my community, and they run so many ads. I was like, you know what? My community's not getting ads. I disabled ads as much as I can. I think they still run like
You have to run 30 seconds every hour.
one.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Completely disable ads, unfortunately, on
Yeah, once you're partnered, and this is why Asmongold didn't partner for so long.
Even when you're not partnered.
30 seconds every hour, which is bullshit.
Even when you're affiliate, you have to play 3 minutes of ads every hour.
Oh, by the way, in case anybody's wondering,
Bullshit.
you already helped this person get on Kick. You're welcome.
is strictly from the support of my community. And also, to work around the system, I created a page on Stream Elements for tipping. So a lot of people, while I'm streaming, they just go straight to the tipping button.
Hi.
Rather than gift.
How's my favorite baby?
Now for me, I
Oh, hello. Mwah.
70-30 with Twitch. If you use the tipping system, I get
Hi. What are you doing?
transaction fee. So I've been doing that.
How's my baby?
Oh no.
Come on.
Subs and gifted subs.
Come on.
Donations make me feel guilty.
I want cuddles.
Also, like the best thing too.
I want cuddles. Get over here. I want cuddles.
Like gifted subs. At least people
Yeah.
getting something out of
Give
it.
me some cuddles now.
Everything I deserve, donos. It's weird. It
The
makes
camera's there. You owe me cuddles. Get over here.
Literally sucks ass.
Get over here. Come on. Give me cuddles.
I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Give me cuddles. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
On YouTube, it's been so much fun. It sucks because I can't.
Yes, you're a good girl.
That is strictly on Twitch, but yeah, I just want to let you know that I have some other options, and I wanted to bring this up.
That's a good baby, eh?
See in the reaction community quite a lot of issues right now. People getting banned, people moving platforms because of all of the issues that they've experienced.
Oh, look at this sweet little angel.
On my amazing relationship with Twitch and how, yeah, I'm not having a good time.
Yeah, she's so cute.
is the common sentiment.
You're so cute.
About Twitch, where we love.
Yeah. Scream at me all you want. You got the cutest scream in the world.
On there in the community that we've built for our own separate.
Yeah, I love you so much.
It feels awful that we might have to. Well, some people are.
Why is my camera glitching?
Abandon their.
Is it stuttering, my camera?
Just so they can not get fucking scammed or treated like shit. Like if everybody knows, if anybody has a want or a
It seems like it's stuttering.
reason to want to stop fucking quit streaming on fucking Twitch, it's me. Even for 7 fucking months. That's outrageous. Like there are people who live paycheck to paycheck on that shit. Like that.
Okay, no problem then. It's not a big deal.
Getting their entire money held upon.
Yeah, half a year of no pay. How are you not fucking homeless?
To go get a fucking job.
Hey.
Go make it work. But it's definitely rights to like feel unsecure in your current working environment. That's why I do like Kit, because you don't really have to rely on donos or subs. It's just as long as you put in the hours and you hit this amount of viewers, you'll know how much you're going to get every single time. And it's a very nice safety net for streams on the platform. But it's just another reason.
Honestly, I'd rather play Split Fiction than Space Marines, because I'm about a quarter way through the first Space Marines. I've been waiting till I get my new graphics card, because I'm gonna get a 5080, and then I think I want to play the first one before I play the second one. But apparently, Split Fiction is the best co-op game ever made. You should look it up. Look up the reviews of it. I thought it was gonna be some woke bullshit, but apparently it's not. It's fucking amazing.
Twitch is insatiable with their lust for fucking greed, where they say,
and really, with your track record like them,
find a way to make it work, and
it should have been obvious it was going to be fucking banger.
That's all we really can do, huh? Horrible streamer tragedy. I know Pyro Live just made a video about this. This was all over Twitter the other day, and I haven't really heard anything else about it.
Small disclaimer, this video isn't going to be the laugh out loud, hilarious slop that you usually see on this channel.
Is the first one co-op? Would we be able to play that co-op?
A new Skibbity Toilet chocolate bar and 5 people didn't like it. This is actually an altercation that happened between 2 streamers.
To be fair, I've had the Skibbity Toilet Mr. Beast chocolate bar. I honestly thought it was pretty good. Jimmy, please.
Ooh, I want to see this. I used to love train wrecks. Train wrecks is a weapon.
Video on a streamer who I actually like quite a bit by the name of Trainwrecks TV. He is a guy who
come on, man,
every single day and has dumped millions of dollars on the daily into slots. This guy is what I wish I was. Here I am doing gambling for children, aka gotcha games, when this guy's doing gambling for degenerates. Truly the Jesus of the gambling community. Tectone can never. He is, I believe, a co-owner of Kick, I think. And this is a whole video about a streamer that's more powerful than every influencer you know. That's very interesting. Let's watch this real quick.
How the internet was busy watching XQC sign $100 million contract, another name kept quietly controlling the biggest moves behind the scenes. Trainwreck.
Wait, what the fuck? I'm in there. Mom, I made the video, man. Yo, I'm in there, man. Hey, look at that. Hey, we made it to the big leagues, boys. Nice.
Trainwreck.
Love that.
He isn't breaking Twitch records. He isn't flexing mega brand deals on YouTube. In fact, most casual viewers barely know what he even looks like.
Wait, what?
But Trainwreck might secretly be more powerful and richer than nearly every streamer you know.
Hot take, I think Trainwreck is the most attractive streamer on the platform. I like the way he looks.
Really? I've been liking it so far.
Like, ugly enough to where it like triggers that primal side of people's brain, because he looks like a gorilla. You know what I mean? Very few people have the opportunity to have sex with like a monkey, but Trainwreck is like that. He's like a Yeti. You know what I mean? Like it's like one gorilla versus 100 women, right? Let's see how many times Trainwreck can blow his. Anyways.
Wow.
He's more attractive than you, bro? Yeah, I know. It's what I literally just said. I said that just now. I don't know why you're saying that as an insult when I just said that. That's what I said. The thing that you just said, I said it.
While the biggest names fight for clout and flex on social media, Trainwreck's been pulling strings, negotiating deals worth hundreds of millions, and quietly stacking.
Where the fuck is my $100 million deal, man? Where is my $100 million?
I'm pissed they remastered it and only released it on Steam.
Is only like what?
Like the original's already out on Steam. Why wouldn't you put it on PlayStation and shit?
Deal, bro. I'm telling you, I convert, bro. I tell you, I'm not. Like,
okay, I think I've gotten everything.
I'm telling you, give me a cool 10 mil, man. I will suck your dick for free. Well, 10 mil will be great though.
The fortune that most influencers couldn't even comprehend. And to understand how he pulled it off, we need to go.
What's crazy is like $100 million ain't even that much. Like,
oh, shut the fuck up.
It's just $100 million.
Oh my god.
Like once you have 5 million compared to 100 million, like what's the difference? You know what I mean? It's like, what's the difference between 5 mil and 100 mil? That's just a shit ton of money that your ass ain't ever gonna spend. Like, okay.
Okay, these 10 Nordics Deluxe Edition for $55. That's pretty fucking good.
The interest. You have $100 million. You invest it. You live off the interest. It's like it's not even that big. Like, you've already won. $5 million is the number where you just win. You've won at life. Like, maybe you have a castle versus not having a castle. But realistically, it's like, okay, well, I've just won more.
I think I might go for that.
To how one of Twitch's most controversial...
That's a pretty solid deal.
...entire streaming industry in his favor.
Ooh, 62 for Ease 8. Nah.
The problem is I'm in the mood to saying a bunch of stupid shit right now. I think I'm in full steak and eggs mode right now. I think I'm being too silly right now. I need to relax. Sorry, I'm having too much fun right now.
Figure deals, he was burning bridges. He started streaming back in 2015, but his relationship with...
I really have been wanting. I was supposed to play Split Fiction.
Content or reaction-based variety streams.
No, like they did a remaster for the first Space Marine, but they released it only on Steam when the original was already on Steam, and you could already make it look good with the settings.
He just makes fun of poor people.
So the remaster was pointless. Why wouldn't you remaster it and release it on PlayStation and Xbox and shit?
I actually don't know a single thing
so stupid
has ever done. None of you guys. What is Pokimane real? What has she done? Who is she? She said the N-word? I'm so proud of her for that.
Trainwreck was raw, often ranting for hours about Twitch's policies and what he saw as...
No, I'm gonna Google this. I'm having a crisis right now. How did Pokimane get big? Engaging gameplay and commentary in popular games like Fortnite and League of Legends.
Bullshit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways, let's just move on.
Blatant favoritism.
I think I just unlocked the codex of like an industry plant, bro. There's just no way.
In how bans were handed out. In 2017,
it's cheaper to buy it new than used on here.
Female streamers.
Free shipping from Latvia.
I guess I'm next. Ah, shit. Wait, Trade is banned off of Twitch? Shit.
Which nearly ended his streaming career early. But while Twitch was handing out bans, Trainwreck's following kept growing. Viewers weren't showing up for family-friendly content. They were drawn to someone who said everything out loud that most streamers wouldn't dare to.
Oh my god, can you not swear?
By 2018, his Scuffed podcast series was drawing even more attention, hosting guests like XQC, Pokimane, and other top Twitch creators. Despite his outside...
$39.99?
had slowly carved out a space right in the center...
Oh, they only have the PS4.
And as Twitch started leaning heavily into advertiser-friendly, sanitized content, Trainwreck increasingly became an outsider to the platform's vision.
Love that.
What neither he nor Twitch realized was that being pushed to the margins would eventually give him leverage that none of Twitch's golden creators would ever have. Because while others were locked into Twitch's system, Trainwreck was about to find a completely different way to play the game. For years, Trainwreck's content was unpredictable.
Trash.
Hours of variety gaming, reaction rants, and commentary. But his stream started shifting heavily into one category: gambling. By 2021, gambling had become a central part of his content, and it wasn't small stakes, with some sessions
$15 million of winning. Chat, why are we not doing that? Why are we not getting it twisted right now, man? What are
Ooh.
seeing him win or lose millions?
$29.99?
In one stream, he revealed he'd wagered over $1 billion total on gambling sites.
There's no one in this world, even billionaires, that do it how I do it. Maybe.
Yes, let's check that. Let's check that.
Routinely attracted tens of thousands of concurrent viewers.
Let's go ebgames.ca.
Like Mickey Mays, but because they were watching someone casually throw around more money in minutes than most people make in a lifetime. But that number was just the beginning.
Why are we not doing that? That won't be you, but that could.
Out of stock. Out of stock.
We need to run it up.
more than $1 million per month in sponsorship fees, with some sources estimating his total payouts from gambling sponsors like reaching as high as $360 million. He openly said during streams that the money he was being paid dwarfed what any other streamer was making, stating, "I've made..."
I think I have to buy that 35% off.
At one point, he claimed he was pulling in upwards of $22 million per month from gambling deals alone. Numbers that full
79 bucks.
envy. But while the money was flowing in, Twitch's tolerance for gambling content was shrinking fast. Public backlash was growing, and in late 2022, Twitch announced a crackdown on gambling streams, banning unregulated...
Don't gamble, you'll end up like Slicker King. Well, that's because Slicker's bad at gambling. I'm good at it. I went to Vegas and I was up like 16 grand. And then I was down 5 grand by the end of the night. But I mean, obviously, if I can get 16K once, I can get it again.
Okay, I'm ordering that.
Creators, that would have been the end of the run. But for Trainwreck,
Okay, let's see the sales. Let's see what they got on sale right now.
into something even bigger.
So for sure, we're grabbing...
Twitch's gambling bans rolled out, Trainwreck was already working by
Grabbing...
Kick wasn't just another streaming.
He's 10.
It was backed by crypto gambling money, tied to some of the very companies that had sponsored Trainwreck's gambling streams. But instead of just signing on as a creator,
$37.99. I don't know how I feel about that.
equity and leadership in the platform itself. He framed Kick as a response to Twitch's broken system. A platform where creators would finally get their fair split. A 95-5 revenue share compared to Twitch's 50-50 model.
That's fucking
and
crazy.
Wouldn't face constant suspensions for minor infractions.
Oh yeah, no, Space Marines.
His deal included an equity stake.
They remastered it, but didn't release it on console. So stupid.
Shaping the entire direction.
Especially after the success of Space Marines 2, how viral it went with YouTubers and shit, and streamers. If they released a remaster of the first one right after on consoles, it would have did amazing.
And the timing couldn't have been better. When Kick officially launched, Trainwreck wasn't just a streamer. He was now a power broker. He was personally involved in recruiting
Shut Logic. I know who that guy is and I'm familiar with his content.
Some of the biggest names in streaming. XQC,
and he's not like Frogan.
Aiden Ross, Hikaru Nakamura, Bruce Drop Him Off, and others signed iPod.
Play a game or something? Yo, mods ban that guy.
Popping deals worth tens of millions. With crypto-backed funding flowing in, some estimates suggest Kick has already been valued at well over $1 billion, making Trainwreck's equity in the platform potentially worth 9 figures alone.
Jesus.
While others are busy flaunting their wealth, Trainwreck has placed himself one step behind the curtain, quietly pulling the strings.
Okay, 62 plus delivery.
Hasn't been without backlash.
Nah, G.
Gambling, lax moderation policies, and Trainwreck's own gambling pass.
Yo, Jenizada, how about we stop this pussy shit playing gambling for children?
Okay, where is it?
Me and you both put $10,000 on the line, and we hit up some fucking slots.
Ooh, what is this?
Money getting it twisted on slots in 10 hours. Dude, let's get it fucking twisted, bro. How about you lend me 10K? Any winnings you get.
Is Retro MTL real?
Gamble it until you have nothing left or until you've won everything. You have to gamble it all. I lend you 10K and we go ban for ban. That's just losing 10K. Yeah, but what if he wins $1 million?
Have sparked plenty of criticism. Some critics
yeah.
even further, arguing that Kick's aggressive expansion strategy may only be possible because of funding reportedly tied to
Totally legit. Dope. Okay, you know what? Can I switch this to English? Okay.
business model is sustainable long term, or whether it's propped up by offshore interests willing to burn cash and pull creators away from Twitch.
People don't get that Kick will never run out.
Oh, nice. I found a new site.
It's just not, bro.
Thank you.
Through it all, Trainwreck has remained mostly untouched.
See, Train looks great here, man. I told you, great. Train's a good-looking dude.
3 for 2.
His wealth doesn't.
Oh, they've got a bunch of retro shit.
Twitch subs.
Dude, I just found a dope website.
He just wins, bro. All he has to do is win in slots, and he's good forever. It's really that easy.
Demonetization and platform drama. As long as Kick keeps.
Great prices. Great fucking prices.
Yep. And by the way, Train, I brought over 400 creators to Kick. So I'll be real, man. I feel like you owe me at least 50 grand. So just toss that shit my way, and I'll do a gambling stream where I gamble it all. And that's a real standing offer, Train. You toss me 50K for all the creators I brought over to Kick, and how many people I got?
They've got pre-orders too. Oh my god.
Gamble it all the way live on stream.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
50K my way.
Please tell me they have a wish list. Please tell me they have a wish list.
In fact, get it twisted. So this was a very interesting video that I wanted to watch. When I was a kid, there was a content creator that I used to watch every single day. To quote a great man, "Hello once again, audience." His name was Tobuscus, and I would watch this guy every single day, no matter what he did. I would watch everything. And then one day, he just fell off the face of the earth. I never knew what happened to this guy. And then all of a sudden, I heard a story that he had allegations from a couple of women. And then fast forward a couple of years, and then he puts out a video.
Oh shit. One sec. I gotta cover my screen. Just in case.
Being silenced by the law, and it turns out
Not because of you.
were complete bullshit.
Just in case someone watches the VOD and gets all my info.
Recollection of what happened. He pretty much lost everything because one woman, or maybe a couple of women, 2, 3 women, lied about this guy, and then he lost everything because he was advised to be quiet. And so many creators get silenced by lying women, and I'm sorry, guys, I don't know how many women you see getting silenced by lying men, but you sure as hell see a lot of men losing everything. And, you know, I'm not trying to be misogynistic here. I'm just stating facts. There's a lot of men who have lost everything just because a couple of women lied. Even a lot of my friends. I mean, shit, even me, I've come under fire for this shit. I've seen so many of my friends, so many people in the streaming space get their entire careers obliterated because people act like allegations
What the fuck?
are like real shit. When in reality, all an allegation is somebody said one thing, there's no proof of anything, everybody tells you to shut the fuck up and go away till it's resolved, but some court cases can last up to 3.5 years, 5 years. Like, there's the process of litigation, talking to the police, who knows where everything goes, and these things move really, really, really slow. Even in Austin, Texas, in my area, just to give you guys some real shit statistics, 99.9% of women, and I believe that is like an underestimate. 99.9% of women in Austin, Texas do not get punished for false accusations. So there's not really any downside to not want to ruin somebody's life that you don't like or you don't care for because you're going to get away scot-free. Me personally, I believe that if a woman makes a false accusation and it's a complete demonstrably untrue fucking lie and they did it premeditated, they should get punished as severely as they were trying to get you punished for, or at least half the time, or at least half the sentence, because it's horrible.
Why does it keep saying that? Why does it keep saying log in?
Because you know you can get away with it. Why wouldn't you? And it's always weird how these women are like, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Then they break up. It was the worst, darkest time of my entire life. Everything was absolutely awful. Everything that I said that I liked, I actually didn't like. Everything that I asked for myself, I was manipulated into doing it. There's a certain point in time where I'm going to tell you guys some real shit. If you consent to it, it's not rape. Sorry, guys. I know that might be a hot take in 2025. If you say, yeah, let's have sex, and then you have sex, and then 6 years later you say, I don't know if I enjoyed that sex, that's not rape. Now, you can sit there and you can get upset. I mean, I'll be real. I've had a chick put their fingers in my ass, and I never said fucking anything. And I said, don't do this, don't do this. stop doing this. I didn't even say nothing. Wonder why? Because I just want to move on with my fucking life. And that's the God's honest.
That's wild. That is wild.
Women get a lot of what? Hey, sorry, women. Once again, not to sound like a misogynist here. Women get away with a lot more shit than they should, and I think it's ridiculous. But side note, side tangent aside, this is a whole video about the continuous downfall of Tobuscus. I don't really know anything about this, but I would love to watch this. Darkness, then redness, then whiteness. But let's get into this. What actually happened with Tobuscus?
Who's Tobuscus?
Royalty is here's perspective.
Oh my God, I remember that guy.
His perspective on all this as well.
I remember that guy actually.
In contact with him in Big 2025 because I know he's still out there making content, and I know he's probably become very bitter in this world. A lot of people said he's become like very angry and bitter, but like I would be too. It's gonna make you go crazy, and that's what happens. Let's get into it.
An audience. So we all remember Tobuscus.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot some of my demographic was born after the PewDiePie bridge incident of 2017.
What a fucking nice distinguished person.
Most of you probably only know Markiplier, Mr. Beast, and Creekcraft. But if you spawned in the same time I did, music like this was our childhood.
Bring zombies.
When we're waiting for the bus, we gotta go.
Man, this is old school shit, man.
About to bat a battlefield back to 1942.
This is old shit, bro.
Most of these songs are actually older than some of the people watching. God, am I getting old? But around the start of the 2000s and early 2010s,
how are you not going to play Nugget, Biscuit, Nugget, and a Biscuit?
You had some creators that had set the precedent for the landscape that is today's YouTube. They essentially laid the foundations for many other content creators. Just for most of you to become hooked on the dopamine highs, that is watching the most fictional Reddit stories like saying, am I the asshole for putting my newborn baby in an oven preheated to 220 degrees, purposely.
Probably.
Without seasoning, with Subway surfers or soap cutting below the video just to keep you engaged. My personal favourite brain rot slop is the ranking lists.
You're about to watch a master at work.
But the early days of YouTube is a nostalgic.
Okay, I gotta starting this out till I figure out what's going on here.
We were kids have kids of their own now and have moved on.
Oh, and by the way, guys, ASMR channels are fucking dead. Because now we have AI ASMR channels, and they're better than any actual real shit on the internet. Yeah, that entire category of YouTubers, they are done.
From YouTube or are still making videos to this day as either a hobby or with a completely different pace, due to most of them being in their late 20s to mid-30s. Yeah, it's hard to keep the same energy and upload schedule at that age, let alone keep up with the daily trends with whatever the fuck this is. But these people are the
it's sold out. Fuck.
Many, especially the creators that specialized in content like Minecraft. I'm talking Yogscast, Captain Sparkles, Stampy, the Diamond Minecart. Cancelled number 1, cancelled number 2. Unfortunate ending to his relationship, but glad he still put the intro in his breakup video. The Syndicate Project, who philosophers are still debating if he faked his round 115 COD Zombies run.
How much is their free shipping?
But was just as integral and prevalent in the infancy era of YouTube.
He was
Tobuscus
so
or Toby
ridiculously
Turner,
funny.
someone that was once known for his Happy Wheels and Minecraft gameplay, his music parodies of popular games, especially Minecraft.
Bro, the music parodies were so fucking peak, bro.
Which is enough to awaken most people like a sleeper agent with nostalgia. His apparent movie appearances, when one, he's just standing there, not even uttering a word.
No.
Like he was the deaf interpreter.
They don't have the PS5 version of Monstrum Nox.
He was also in 3 other movies which did pretty well.
57 for that.
For acting.
Fuck that.
Just generally liked him or his online persona.
Me not all. Holy no! Bounty no be dead! No! What just happened? Oh, come on!
Which was a comedic, light-hearted, goofy guy. And he was well-known, respected, and influenced so many
62 isn't too bad, eh?
that quickly crumbled due to many controversies and dramas, most occurring behind the facade of his online persona. In recent years, said reputation has only gotten worse. With questionable uploads that are polarizing compared to earlier content, regular crash-outs on other
55. Wait, why does it look so weird?
recently, and his political opinion he spreads on his platform. I don't know why it's a requirement for most content creators nowadays to preach their own political takes or combine it with their content or platform. I just want to watch reacts and body cams in peace, but I can't seem to...
It's also body cams fucking based. It's due to the fact that when you're a creator, when
Okay, anything else on sale here?
you want to make things that feel important. And
Nordics, that's a great price. 30% off for the physical.
unfortunately, the reality is that you're going to want to make content that feels important, and video games aren't always going to feel that important. So a lot of content creators are going to move towards current events and some as well as politics to get that same feeling of importance on what they find is compelling for them to spread their message about. That's kind of what happens with a lot of content creators.
To escape it no matter where I...
Because I think the older you get as a content creator, you'll realize that the media and the news is very, very, very corrupt. So fighting against that, I know a lot of people don't like it, but there's a certain feeling as a content creator where you see the news pushing out fucking lies and slander. It's kind of the same thing that Hassan does. You see these political protesters, peaceful protesters, these political content creators just fucking lying, and it drives you nuts because it actually does have such a huge impact on the world, and it can change people's lives. And so a lot of creators become obsessed with giving out their truth of what's actually going on in the world. I'm not saying I enjoy it, but that is why they do it.
I guess that's all I'll buy, because that's a good sale. That is a good sale.
Someone that personally influenced my childhood and someone I completely forgot about till his most recent crash out.
Yeah.
And the subject of today's video, since I just remembered he existed. But who is Tobuscus?
Hello once again, audience. When we left off, I had glasses on my head.
So Toby Turner was born on the 3rd of March, 1985.
Damn, bro is 39. That being said, there's also so many times, or actually almost 40, no, he's 40, Jesus, good Lord. There's also so many times you can just replay Minecraft, right? And you just want to do something else.
Meaning by the time of this video, he would be in his 40s. Toby made his start on YouTube with the name Tobuscus in 2006. Yes, that was almost 2 decades ago. And he was spawn camping YouTube because YouTube was made prior, and it was not as well.
EMP, let's see if they've got any good sales.
It was titled What I Do with a Remote from
Persona 5 Royal
Adam Sandler movie
for 29 bucks. I would like to... Oh, it's for PS5 too. You know what? I kind of would like
is a good movie though, but even
to have a physical copy of it, to be honest.
Playing characters and movies, as a lot of his earlier videos are reenactments of movie scenes and skits, but throughout some of his first uploads you can see the personality and characteristics that would later become one of his best.
That and Kaido's, that's a good price.
And all I can think about is, does Claire's hymen regenerate? Is that weird?
And Jesus Christ, was he an alcoholic? But for now, Toby wouldn't see any success from these videos, and when he eventually did,
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, dope.
Skills in remixing and producing music. With
Dead Rising, I really want to buy. $29.99. That's crazy good.
2007, a remix produced by him of his friend.
Crazy good.
University conference, seemingly for something he said, or just generally being obnoxious and refusing to leave.
All right, let's see what's.
But who needs enemies when your friend Toby will record you being tased, turn it into a viral success, and then sell t-shirts about said situation? But don't worry, all the earnings supposedly went to that friend that was being tased.
Ooh, oh, it's out of stock, you fuck.
With this viral success, it seemed Toby didn't really know what type of content to upload. I mean, this was the start of YouTube, before people were getting paid for it and before anyone considered it.
I remember the first time I ever used YouTube was probably like, I think it was 8th grade. Yeah, it should have been 8th grade in computer labs. Because I used to, get this, guys. So before YouTube, I would go on this site called funnyjunk.com.
Oh my God. Funny Junk. Funny Junk. I haven't thought of that in years. That was before Newgrounds, dude. That was before Newgrounds was even a thing. Oh my God. Funny Junk. That's fucking fantastic. Oh my God, I haven't heard of funnyjunk.com in years, dude. As if they just brought that up.
But I would get like 2 top posts like every 3 days. Like every other day a top.
Oh my God. I remember it used to be like, I remember there used to be like these pictures. It would be like the picture of a brain, but like all the like weaves would be people having sex in it. Like they're just weird shit. Tales of Graces is on sale. Nice. When's Wu Chang out? Next month, nice. Okay. There was something else I was supposed to order off this. What was it? I could have sworn I had something else I was going to order. I want this to be in stock so fucking goddamn bad. No, there's nothing here. And Tales of Graces doesn't hit the threshold. Is there anything new that's out that is worth fucking me getting? Little Blades of Fire. No. I would get Omori, but
I was posting some crazy ass shit, bro. That's gotta be an insane ego boost. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was always a pretty funny guy, or at least I knew what to say to make people laugh. You know, and I think there is a difference, right? Like, for example, I would say that Pokelaws is a funny guy. I would say that I'm just a guy who knows what to say to make people laugh. But I actually, in fact, don't think that I'm funny at all. And
let's see, how much was it on Tales of Graces?
Yeah, I kind of just don't care.
A job. But he was experimenting, uploading a variety of videos. From skits to music videos to vlogs to crazy squirrel...
I mean, $48.
He also gave birth to his own theme song within this time frame.
And
his wildly recognized animated intro, and he was also communicating and joking around with his audience he had at the time.
I like making people happy. I don't care about making people laugh. I guess that's me. I like doing good vibes, although sometimes I get really angry. But I just like making people happy. That's it.
Well, Viperboy97, I see you can play my theme song. If you call that playing.
Every now and again, he'd upload viral remixes that garnered more attention to him, but he faced the problem of he had so many viral videos, but nobody was really there for him, or his skits.
Yeah.
Well, till he began getting noticed for content that was only successful, down to his own personality and his music skills.
Wheels.
This happened around 2009. So you know the series Everything Wrong With by CinemaSins?
Yep.
It was kind of like that, but in this era. He was just summarizing things happening on
it's $49 for Dead Rising here. It's $29 on that other site.
This extended to popular trends, ads, games, and it worked very well for him, and launched his popularity further than it had.
I remember me and my buddy Edric, we would hang out in his room, and his mom would like make us nachos.
Let me see, how much money do I have left?
She just passed away. Not to be a vibe rapist, sorry guys. God bless you, Chris. I love you very much. Miss you every day. But she would bring us like fried rice and nachos and make us burgers and enchiladas. Oh, and the best thing, oh my God, Lay's chips with Valentina. Oh my God, fucking delicious. And a Diet Coke because I was getting a little bit too fat. Oh my God. And we would sit there and we would watch Tobuscus. We would play World of Warcraft on our laptops. Admittedly, we would also watch Soda Poppin', Grind 2s, and Arena. Feral Druid, oh man. This was like way back in the day, bro. And every time Tobuscus uploaded, we would pull it up on the TV and like, oh, there he goes. He's saying nugget and a biscuit. Oh, he's playing Happy Wheels. Oh, he put out a new literal trailer. Oh man, these were the good old days, bro. Well, that's not true. My life right now is awesome, but man, those were good times back then.
Had ever been. And it wasn't just down to these viral remixes he was making. It was down to the remixes and him. People were even getting interested in his content outside of this series. And he kept going. He struck whilst the iron was hot. Jesus, is Bioshock Infinite that old now? Around 2010, he was doing numbers and actually outshined actual celebrities of that time who he went to school with, like Alan Richson, or the Reacher as people would know him, in which he was paid to surprise him and conduct an interview in October 2010, and Alan even exclaimed how much he loved his videos.
What are you doing?
I'm interviewing you. Get out of here. Nope. You walked down the street because I watch your little videos. It's a joke.
Toby at this time was considered YouTube famous. He'd technically made it. He would get recognized in public, requested to attend certain events, and for those early days of YouTube, it seemed like he was everywhere.
Why do I remember this? This is from 2013.
One creator that I'll never understand how anybody watched was Fred. There was not a single funny fucking video from Fred ever. It was legit just so fucking annoying. This is coming from some guy who enjoyed Angry Orange. Or what was it? The Annoying Orange. Like, I liked The Annoying Orange, and he was supposed to be annoying. But Fred was just, it was insufferable, bro. It was insufferable.
Hey,
Apple.
And people would watch his content regardless of what he was uploading. He even started his gaming channel, Toby Games, in the same year.
Oh my god, Suikoden for 50% off?
Of other games.
Fuck you, man. It hasn't even been out for like more than a couple months.
Two things he was about to release in
Fucking dink.
2011. That being his Minecraft series and his Biscuit Nugget video.
Yes, sir!
Nugget, biscuit, nugget, and a biscuit, nugget, biscuit, nugget.
I cannot explain to you how influential this music was. It was the only thing sang on the playgrounds. It was actually a flex to say you watched the 10-hour version all the way through. And his next...
Oh, but when you dip it all in mashed potatoes, and then you put the barbecue sauce, yum, yum, gimme, nugget, biscuit, nugget, and a biscuit. Oh, I would sing this shit nonstop, bro. I was one of those losers.
Song was like a Matisse painting that even...
Okay, sounds good. I'm getting pretty hungry too. You know what? I'm gonna grab some. Be right back. Food.
Sword, my diamond sword, sword. You cannot afford my diamond sword, sword.
A lot of these songs and animated videos are still to this day
and that's when poor shaming became popular.
Sitting at his most popular viewed videos on his entire channel, and are what people still recognize him for. Except for the Biscuit and a Nugget 2, that was complete terrible sequel.
Oh, no.
It's like the Megamind 2 of the series, but in 2012 he now had the full attention of the internet, and in the same time reached 2 million subscribers. And once again, things were going very well for Toby. He had a popular gaming channel which shaped many's childhoods. He had a vlog channel which saw similar success. He was on TV at one point. He was in movies, as I mentioned before. He had a successful animated show on his channel. He made his own game which didn't do too well, due to the fact it took way too long to develop.
They never
came with
really
a whole
do.
host of problems,
They never
and
really
hype just
do.
kind of died around it. And sponsors absolutely loved him. But these were the golden years for Toby and his career from 2010 to 2014. As from 2015 onwards, he faced a sort of lull with his growth. But with that being said, he did reach 5 million subscribers on his main channel, which is a feat only few accomplished, but there were no more explosive growths that all of his channels had previously seen, and it could have been down to a number of things. It was around the time Minecraft saw its great stagnation between 2015 to 2018, before later being revived again. That, along with his usual content like his literally trailer series, which I explained previously, just wasn't grabbing attention like it did initially. Toby also wasn't uploading as regularly as other competing channels, like the rising stars of that time, PewDiePie and Markiplier, who were almost uploading daily, but Toby was—
You have to. You really do, because every day you spend not uploading, people forget. And it's a shame, but I don't blame viewers. But yeah, daily uploads are super important.
was uploading a lot less frequently, and when he did upload, it was the same things he was doing.
Hey Canada, you've got a new online pet store. Find the brands they devour at prices you love. All delivered fast and free. Chewy.
Doing in previous years. Maybe people just outgrew or were no longer entertained by Tobuscus anymore, and his online character and persona he showed in every video. It could have been any one of these things. Don't get it wrong, Toby was still getting views and people still loved him. He wasn't anywhere near, as some would say, a dead channel or fallen off. He just wasn't seeing the huge growth he saw in previous years or what other channels were seeing within the years of 2015 to 2016. And unfortunately, it was only going to get worse, as allegations and controversies would surround him and stain his name.
This completely fucked him. This was the only thing that destroyed him. This is exactly what I was talking about. This completely ruined his life. And I don't think he ever saw justice for this.
Remember to hit that like button for a year of people capitalizing on my mental anguish.
That's all.
So in 2016, a number of allegations were levied against Tobuscus, portraying the point that behind the character he shows on his YouTube channel, he was the complete opposite.
I don't want to get too far into it, but people have been hearing that Tobuscus was like a colossal piece of shit for years and years and years before anything came out about him publicly. Yeah. Literally every single place the guy went, he created a bad story about himself. Like, I'll just say that.
You know Toby Turner? Of course. Toby Turner was like the great Gatsby of YouTube at one point, where he had parties every single weekend at his house, and they were like extravagant parties. And this is like a party, there's like drugs going around and drinking going around.
2016 was not a good year for Toby. It was alleged that Toby was stalking one of his ex-girlfriends that recently got married.
Mr. Toby Turner was still trying to go after Jacqueline Glenn.
He was sending messages, emails, and at one point left a note on her car, and even joked about doing this in one of his vlogs.
Months ago, and is now getting bad again. It seems like every time he thinks I'm involved with someone, it gets worse. Like, one time he showed up at my place while I had a roommate.
Yeah, drugs, alcohol, and women, that's not a good combination.
On my car, I don't know how he got in because it was a gated thing. Even a couple of months ago, like a month ago I think it was, he posted a video on his channel called Too Late, where he laughed about the fact that he was sending me unwanted emails.
I haven't been, contacting my ex or anything, which is good. I just send her stuff that makes me think of her, which doesn't count. But it's cool because she did respond. She was like, please stop sending me stuff. So it's a good sign.
Drama Alert covered the story, which...
When you hear that, you really think it sounds like a joke, doesn't it? Like, when you hear that, that sounds like such a fake story. It sounds like such a meme.
Made Toby respond by saying he actually didn't know she was married.
Back together after that, but it didn't work out, and she's married. Running this, but it's just freaking. There's so many drama videos about it. I mean, I was told she wasn't a serious thing, so obviously that information was factually infactual.
But once again, he did know she wanted to be left alone. But this claim against Toby would be one added to a pile at the time, cementing the fact that 2016 was the worst year for Toby. Allegations from another previous girlfriend going by the name of F or April Fletcher, who was another content creator around that time period.
Like an open face can tell him peanut butter sandwich.
In April of 2016 would release a Tumblr post alleging that over their on and off relationship starting from 2011 that Tobuscus was definitely not the light-hearted, wholesome, goofy guy he was previously revered for. The post lists allegations of emotional abuse and manipulative behaviour, physical abuse and non-consensual advances, and rape, claims he had drug problems and at one point drugged hair, and that throughout their relationship had cheated and possibly done things with other females. At the launch of these allegations, other women would slowly come out about their own experiences with Toby, like Amelia Talon, who spoke about similar experiences she had with Toby.
He had Molly on his tongue and he kissed me and I didn't know it, and so I had to take it. So I don't doubt that he put drugs into her shot.
And multiple other women would come out with their own stories, many suggesting he did have a drug problem. However, some looking back at these allegations years later and even within the same time frame bring up the point that no criminal charges were ever filed against Toby and no hard evidence was ever presented, except for a screenshot of exchanged messages at the time. This could be down to victims.
Listen, guys, I understand. Sending an unwanted email, man, that's cringe. You sending an email to an ex when they don't want to be emailed, it's a little bit different than rape, huh? Because saying, hey, this guy partied with alcohol and drugs. Hey, this guy sent me an email I didn't want. Yeah, kind of different.
Just wanting to bring their stories to light and move on from the situation and not want to start a lengthy legal battle. But once again, there were a lot of people coming out with similar experiences, at least for the drug abuse and cheating.
With all this, Jacqueline is Toby's ex-girlfriend, who he cheated on me with.
I helped him
curb the drug problem. I helped that a lot. I tried to get rid of alcohol. I tried to get rid of drugs. One of the things that I heard, and one of the reasons why I didn't really like when he would hang out with April, was because I knew that she was one of the people that introduced him to Molly. You know, there's two sides to every story, and I feel like people are only getting one. And I understand that he probably did treat her like shit. He probably did yell at her. He probably did make her cry.
He probably did this. He probably did that. He probably did this. I don't got any proof of it, but he probably did something.
You know, he probably did, you know, lie to her about his relationships with other people, and did lie to her to keep her staying, you know, about, you know, going public eventually with their relationship and stuff.
These are the parts of the video that I normally just fucking skip. I hate hearing people's recollection, and they say all this crazy shit, and then they don't show nothing.
I believe all of that is true, but I do believe that there's a gray area. I don't know exactly what happened with the drug thing. I wasn't there. All I do know is that she was not a person who wouldn't take that drug. He likes to feel attractive. He likes people to want him. I think that's part of the reason why monogamy is such an issue, because he likes feeling wanted by people. So it's hard for me to imagine a situation where a girl was saying, no, I don't want you, and him being like, too bad. Like, it just doesn't make sense, because like that ruined it for him every time with us.
But some did speak out in defense of Toby, like Tara Babcox, who was another content creator and had a short sexual relationship with Toby. She claimed that Amelia Talon's accounts of the story was disingenuous at times, as sometimes she did.
So the previous chick was saying that even though he wanted to be attracted, he wanted people to be attracted to him, she could never see him as doing something unconsensual. Is that what she was saying? Media literacy is hard. It is, because that statement was so wish-washy. Because she was painting this very bad scene at the very end, said, but even though he's this massive piece of shit, he wouldn't do that. Sorry, that's very uncommon. Because that was like very like poisoning the well type rhetoric. And then it was like, oh, but even with all that, he wouldn't do that. Gotcha. So she was probably playing both sides there. Gotcha.
No.
Context, like how she was.
No, I've never heard of Jonathan Young.
With Tobuscus.
I was actually the girl that she mentioned in the video who introduced them. And one thing to kind of prove that everything is based on perspective is that she left a lot out in that video. But she didn't mention that when I introduced them, she was married. And she went ahead and slept with him the same day of her own accord, and took Molly the same day of her own accord.
But goes on to say that with their personal experience with Toby, he most definitely had a drug and self-confidence problem.
But I knew that he was unstable mentally, from the drugs to just really needing that gratification of sex.
Toby did deny these claims when they were initially released, but all he said initially was they were not true.
I've never done anything without her consent.
But he did make a response 2 years later, saying in that video this situation had a lasting impact on him.
Have I been a bad boyfriend? Sometimes, yeah. Did I party in my 20s? Yes, too much. Am I over that period of my life now? Hell yes. But for 2 years, I felt like I was stabbed in the back and left to die while the world told me it was my fault. I almost gave up.
And once again that the allegations were not true, and points to a Tumblr post that attempts to discredit the original victim, which claims she was known to spread rumours about other people, was somewhat obsessed with him, and that some things in her story did not match up with others. But from most accounts of Toby, he definitely did have a drug problem and maybe self-esteem issues. These are
drug problem and self-esteem issues. So every content creator in Austin? Yeah, I'll be real, man. Like, that's like every content creator. Straight up. Straight up. You think these people are quirky? Nah, they ain't quirking, guys. That's cocaine. All right? That's... Oh, that sounds like I'm talking about Sear there. I am not talking about Sear. I want to make that very clear. I want to make that very clear. That sounded like that was lining up with Sear. That was not. However, there are a lot of streamers who seem really goofy and happy and quirky. It's just drugs. Yeah. Do you do drugs? No, I'm straight edge. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I think I've had alcohol maybe once in the past 2 years. Wait, no. Okay. So I had alcohol. I had half a White Claw when I recorded the Unsubscribed podcast. And then I had a chocolate milkshake with a shot of Bailey's on it when I went to the water park a month ago. And then I haven't drunk probably since TwitchCon 2024, where I had a beer so I wouldn't be sober playing beer pong. Haven't done weed, haven't done cocaine ever. Last time I did weed, I was 22. Yeah, 22. So it's been almost a decade since I've done weed. Never done hard drugs ever because my brain is already so fucked I've never done it. Yeah, I'll be real, guys. A guy in his early 20s who likes to party and may or may not have been a bad boyfriend, I don't really think that makes you a rapist or an abuser and a manipulator, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, once again, unwanted emails is a lot different than unwanted sex. Yeah, and I think painting the narrative that those two are the same thing is fucking psychotic.
Allegations did have somewhat of an effect on Tobuscus's reputation, and at the time, either down to said allegations or the content he was uploading, Tobuscus's audience wasn't as big as it used to be. He saw inconsistent viewership, which affected future uploads, as in some videos he can be seen going on occasional rants about the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah. Speaking of which, do you happen to know the person who handles the algorithm situation? Because I would just love to go to their house and just ask him a question.
But all around, Toby saw no significant growth ever again. But he did see more growth in the hate for him as he began to voice his many controversial opinions.
Yeah, N-word, dude. N-word's making a huge comeback, which is great because my ancestors loved it. I mean, I just, you know, I haven't said it yet.
In recent years, Toby has been very vocal.
Oh, that's so great. That's so fucking funny.
Oh my God, he raped my inbox. Yeah, I know, bro.
On his platforms regarding his political opinion and views on other controversial topics, many relating it to a crash out on the same levels as Kanye, some even saying he's on—
What? Kanye made a music video. Okay, we don't need— all right, guys, okay, all right. Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
Actually, I don't need this right now.
There's still 6 minutes left. I have
Fuck
not
it.
seen anything on the
Self-control. Self-control.
of his career, as around the time of 20—
He did cover Yee's Hail Hitler? No, he didn't. He saw it and he said, "Oh my God, what the fuck is this? I can't say it." That's the whole joke is.
All right, boys and girls. I think it's time to finally call it. After around 45 hours. Might be the longest stream I've ever done. I don't know though. But I think I've passed the point where I can handle it. I'm starting to get real fucking uncomfortable. My anxiety's starting to spike. It's too much, you know what I mean? Not sleeping for 3 nights is rough on the anxiety. There's a what? All right, what is it? I'll throw it on quick. Hey. What's it called? Renimon? I thought you wanted me to watch a Digimon video. Or were you just saying you like that Digimon? Okay. All right. Well, needless to say, I won't be streaming Sunday today. I'm going to sleep all the way through until Monday morning, and then I will go out of town for work, and then I will be streaming when I'm out of town Monday night. Okie dokie. Oakley dokley. Sound good, bro, migo? When you get a chance, listen to Starship Velociraptor and Starlight Brigade. Okay, you'll have to remind me when I'm not this out of it. I'm in rough shape right now. Remind me another time though, because right now I'm too rough right now. Wait, is it raining? Please tell me that's rain and it's not my thing. Oh. All right, buddy. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow night after I'm off. All right, ma'am? All right, ma'am. All right. Have a good one, buddy. Peace. I appreciate you hanging out so long.